Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
Hello everyone and welcome to our weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. It's More Than Modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church. Morley.
Yeah, back in the booth.
Yeah?
Under the weather. We're all under the weather.
Yeah,
that expression doesn't make sense, right? We're all under the weather all the time. Unless you live in the sky.
I don't know.
Well, I guess define weather, but you know, it's different. That's not for now. That's for the weather podcast, the weather show that we do.
That'll be on at around 10 p.m. later tonight.
Or is that more of a philosophical question? Like, what is weather?
What is the weather?
Like, we're going to answer questions like, is water wet?
Water is wet.
No, but isn't wet the feeling, the sensation of water on you? This is
that's the thing.
But then does water is wetness only for animate objects? Water inanimate? Does it understand wetness?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
But there's the interface between the water.
I understand that, right?
And the air.
Yeah, of course.
I remember watching a match between Conrad Dungan and Alejandro Reinaga Rodriguez.
You get that name one. You get that name one time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only time I'm gonna go.
ARR. That's what you get. ARR. You know.
Conrad, I think. Well, he usually plays like Legacy.
Does he?
Yeah, he usually plays Legacy, and he plays the Eldrazi, the
12 post. No.
Yeah, 12 post Eldrazi, and but I don't know why he plays for Modern.
Don't know. Probably Eldrazi. No, it's Fatal Push in hand. Looks like it's black-green.
Oh yeah, nice. Just like a straight-up rock deck, right?
And you know, for all of you Legacy aficionados out here, you can play Legacy at Grey Games on a Monday at 8 p.m. Is that right? And then they're starting to have Legacy events.
Sunday, the monthly Legacy
tournament. How many people?
Eternal Sundays.
Is that what it's called, Eternal Sundays?
I think so. Eternal Sunday is like, harken back to every day is a Sunday, not every day is a Sunday. So it's eternally Sunday. So
Eternal Sunday. I got it.
Yeah.
It's and there was our shilling for the round. No, just kidding. There'll be plenty more.
We don't use this platform to sell cards, not unless we have. But whenever we tell people to buy and sell cards, that's usually our opinion, right? Like it's a good price to buy.
There's a thing. It's probably the views of Great Games not represented by us. We're, independent.
We are independent.
Yeah, all our opinions are our own. Anyway,
there are some opinions that are quite strong.
Yeah.
So
Alejandro's playing. This is a deck that I know exists in Modern,
mm-hmm.
but I've never seen before on stream. And I don't know how popular it is in Singapore, but this is like the Bridgevine.
Yeah,
deck.
Bridgevine 8 whack. Bridgevine sort of like 8 whack.
Yeah, it's got Goblin. It's got Bushwhacker, right?
Yeah. So what it's trying to do is basically to mill as many cards as it can into the graveyard, and then play a whole bunch of 1 mana stuff, including neonates,
Mm-hmm.
Goblin Bushwhackers,
Mm-hmm.
the Stitcher Suppliers that you
Mm-hmm.
see there, and then when you cast your second creature, you reanimate what's it called? The Dredgevine,
Mm-hmm.
Vengevine.
Vengevine, yep.
And then you just go at it.
Yeah, has Bridge from Below as well. The enchantment.
Oh,
that
yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes.
understand how it works or what it does, but I know that if the creature goes to graveyard,
you get tokens.
That's it.
Yeah, if it's as long as it's in the graveyard, and then your opponent has to basically sacrifice one of his own creatures for it to disappear.
There it is. Bridge from Below into the graveyard, gets a zombie because when Bridge from Below is in the graveyard,
Bridge from
I'm
Below.
not even going to pretend.
Yeah.
I know that it costs black, but I don't. Yeah, this is like a weird card.
Yeah.
Why you make this card? Why?
So when it's on the battlefield, whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from a battlefield, oh no, it's not in the battlefield. If Bridge from Below is in your graveyard, you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. So you cast it has no effect at all, 0 effect. And then whenever a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from a battlefield, then you exile Bridge from Below.
Why would you make an enchantment that has no effect?
Because
you can.
Yeah, exactly. This is from Future Sight.
Future Sight, right?
It's
so Future Sight that we still haven't seen it in a standard set yet.
No, we're never gonna see.
We never will.
Yeah, this is one of those things. Yeah,
it's a weird one.
And it is. Look at the art. That has to be Innistrad, right? There has to be a chaplain type person, with the
possibly, with the zombie, yeah. But
so.
Comrade has what is quite a good card, I think, in this matchup, right? Scavenging Ooze.
Scavenging Ooze will be able to get rid of the Bridge from Below, but and also just generally other creatures.
Yeah, and he can pick off creatures, right? Because we see Alejandro has played a Grave Crawler, which 2/1 black, but it can come back, so you kill it, and then if you have a zombie, you can cast it from your graveyard. And with Bridge Below making zombies, it's easy, right? Sacrifice it, make a zombie, blah blah blah.
I'm surprised we don't see the what's his name? What's that 1 mana? The Scry dude. Viscerous here, yeah. Or maybe a little bit unlucky there, not being able to get a Viscerous here.
Yeah, as a Bloodgust for all of the synergies.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these decks ran so this deck came up at the 25th anniversary Pro Tour, which was the Team Pro Tour, and this was a deck that a lot of the modern, or some of the modern players were on, and just had really explosive starts.
Oh yeah.
They some of them played Greater Gargadon, the suspend 10, and then they would just sacrifice all their creatures, get zombies, sacrifice all their zombies, be surprise.
And then hey, I got a Greater
9/7. How's that lightning bolt looking, bro? Looking good, is it? Fatal push.
Your fatal push.
Yeah, it's looking good, is it?
Nice fatal push.
Yeah.
And then if nothing happens, all they have to do is just not do anything, right? And then suddenly you got a Greater Gargadon 9 turns later.
Yep. The old natural Greater Gargadon.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, if you can see in the graveyard, he is also playing stuff like Walking Ballista and Hangerback Walker, so that you can get back your venge, your venge find like really
so
easily.
strange, isn't it? Like I see
Crazy, right?
You know, what's the Walking Ballista in there for? I just cast it for 0. You just literally want it to go to the graveyard.
You get tokens. So number one, you get tokens from the Walking Ballista dying.
Yeah.
From Bridge from Below. And then after, you also cast the creature, and then you just do it a few times, and then suddenly a Vengevine comes back.
Yeah. Now we haven't seen Alejandro put a Vengevine into his graveyard yet.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's got some of the other creatures. We see a couple of instant units which he's played. Stitcher Supplier, milled some Goblin Bushwhackers. But his board's looking pretty sick. He's going to have to lose something if he wants to attack.
Yeah, no, I think
you just do it, right?
You should be doing it. There's no reason why you should stop, right? And then if he tries to get rid of any of the non-token creatures, go in, everyone, just go in, everyone. But there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's one point of damage that he's leaving on. Oh, that feels so bad.
It feels awful, doesn't it?
Yeah, you get rid of one guy, and then suddenly
and then it comes
another
back.
Guy comes. Yeah, and then you're gonna get it back. Bridge from Below is gone by the.
Yeah, it is gone, and Conrad's gonna use his mana to exile the Gravecrawler. Mm-hmm. So a way to stymie the bleeding. Stymie the bleeding. Has another Gravecrawler. For all the Robins.
Yeah. Conrad is going to be able to gain quite a lot of life because he's got a lot of green sources.
Yep.
But, you're still taking quite a bit of damage each turn. And I did not like that Alejandro there. Like, he didn't attack. Like, you got to get in as
just
much points of damage.
Push in, right?
So had he attacked with... Oh, no. It wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah. So we're going to see a Tarmogoyf here for Conrad.
Right. Goyf is big.
And we're going to see Scavenging Ooze exiling a Walking Ballista.
Yeah, gain some life, get rid of a few things, and at this point, I think Conrad is like heavily favored. Alejandro didn't have the crazy start that usually this deck is associated with, right? Because you turn one, you got Bridge from Below into the graveyard, you got like some dredge creature in the graveyard. You dredge, put Vengevine into the graveyard, and like just go off. Suddenly in turn 2 you got like 10 power on the board.
Yeah, and we saw Alejandro, if he has a third land, he has a Fatal Push and not Fatal Push, a Desperate Faithless Looting in the graveyard, which he milled on the first turn from his Stitcher Supplier.
Mm-hmm.
That third land allows him to do a little bit more digging, maybe hits a Vengevine, maybe hits like another Bridge from Below, and then all of a sudden those creatures coming into the graveyard, coming to the red zone, dying, look pretty good, make more zombies. Just another Neonet though. It's this is the problem with these decks, right? Sometimes they just don't
like
do that
fizzle,
much. Yeah. They just draw all of the Gravecrawlers and the Stitcher Suppliers and none of the Vengevines and the Bridge from Belows, and you just go, that sucks. And then sometimes they draw the other side and they draw like the nuts, and they're like turn
2,
like
turn
12 power.
You,
they're like, oh, we're playing some Magic now, are we? It's like nice tap land. Yeah.
turn
nice
one,
Raging Ravine, bro. Yeah.
Turn 1, I'm dealing with like 10 points of damage. It's like, yeah, good luck with that.
So this is it's like a high variance deck, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like you've got to play. It doesn't have, when it goes off, there's not a lot of things that can stop it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's the reason why you play these type of decks. Like, it is at the end of the day a combo deck. Just very, just not the way you normally see like a combo deck like Storm or Ad Nauseam or something like that. But this just deals insane amounts of damage.
Yeah, if you're not doing crazy stuff in Modern, like what are you doing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And they play like these green-white decks that are like playing creatures.
You gotta play unfair. You gotta play
You're gonna play like Night of Autumn. Like, oh please, please charge. No. We're doing. So I was speaking to a friend of the cast, Brian Lim, who we saw on camera last week, lose in magnanimous fashion with his burn deck. I think we talked about how when he was ahead twice, but we saw him talk about surgical extraction in his sideboard, and I said, he's got surgical extraction. He said that part of the reason for surgical extraction is that it can deal with the turn 1 plays from these sorts of decks. Yeah, where Rest in Peace is just too slow.
If you have to, how is Rest in Peace too slow?
What world we live in? What a world we live in!
Exactly.
Could be dead by turn 2.
Yeah. So it's crazy to see how like the meta game is currently, right? Like
Yeah.
we've never seen these cards existed. You know, we've seen like benchbind decks exist. It's just that, you know, it goes round and round, and suddenly like a deck is good and a deck is bad, and then after that it becomes bad because something else is better.
Or you get one card, right?
Oh,
So
finally.
Viscerous here.
Finally gets a Viscerous here. A little bit too late.
And you know, speaking of things like that, you see one card that changed everything. So Dredge has had a renaissance in Modern because of Creeping Chill.
Yeah.
Apart from Ravenous, you know, the one when it goes into the graveyard.
So dumb.
Drain 3. All of a sudden, these Dredge decks are just like...
It's like,
oh,
yeah,
wow,
I'm going to Lightning Helix you for
free.
free.
Yeah, as part of my game plan. Like, it's not even like...
Not even going to play Nakamiba anymore,
yeah.
Right? Like, screw Nakamiba.
Too slow.
Yeah,
I can't play Dread Return. Why am I playing Nakamiba? It's so outdated. I just need to be like...
So
like,
outdated.
What's the leg? You know, like Nakamiba's Dread Return, Fire Main Angel. Is that the one that you play that gives everything haste? Isn't that what they do? Yeah, it was like not playing any red or white lands, just getting in there.
Alright. Oh man, he doesn't attack with the. Oh, I think he just cast Insolent in it. Alright.
Yep.
So.
Well, no, Faith is looting them Viscerous here, so.
Alright, so this goes in the graveyard. I think so Alejandro here just trying to play around the what you call it, Scavenging Ooze, right? He's gonna sack that, scry one, put it on the bottom. His other zombie probably gonna sack that, scry one.
On the bottom.
Yeah.
He must be looking for a very specific set of cards now, right?
Man, I wonder. I really wonder what is it that he's trying to do. Okay, so gonna take away the Bloodgast.
Don't like that.
This is. Well, he doesn't have any more mana. That's the problem. Like, he doesn't have any more mana to cast stuff, right? And so he's gonna go off with Insolent Neonate.
There we go. Bridge from below in the graveyard.
Gets a token, draws a card, and you can start sacrificing creatures. Yeah, there we go. I think that should have been the first thing that you sacrifice.
Well, I think he just wanted the... Yeah.
And
but he wanted he needed to sacrifice the Neonate to discard the bridge from below, to get the zombies.
Right,
Scry. Doesn't like the look of it.
Oh, no. He's supposed to mill first. Dude, you're supposed to mill first and then scry.
See a Greater Gargadon, Hangerback Walker.
Gotta have a little chat with Alejandro.
But it seems like Alejandro is sort of spinning his wheels a bit. He's doing some stuff, but it's not really impacting the board.
Yeah. Too slow. You
should have killed Comrade by now.
You're way past what you should have been.
When Comrade can untap with like 4 green sources, it's just like you're gonna have an awful time.
Bad. Yeah, look at that. Like, he doesn't even care. I'm gonna just swing you with my whole board. Oh.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think this game was over like about 5 turns ago.
Yeah, and Alandra's like, yeah, you got me.
Cool.
You've got me. So, yes, first time on camera, as far as I'm aware. We've had this
Alejandro?
No, the Vengefine deck. Yeah, first time I've seen it on camera.
Okay. Maybe I think so.
It's not.
I know I've seen it in action before.
Yeah, I've seen it in action, but
crazy.
Wednesday nights, Ogre Games, haven't seen it.
Maybe.
You know, it's a bit. A lot of people play their pet decks. They keep them for a long period of time.
Yeah, like myself. Like, I only keep.
Yeah, the less we talk about the Esper Spirits deck, the better. Still banging that drum, aren't you? You know.
Man, I would love to see in Modern like a surveil deck, right? Because I think the enhanced surveillance, that is a bonkers card.
Surveil plus 2.
Surveil plus 2, dude. Like, that of all things, that's a bonkers card. Right, because you get to put cards in your graveyard.
I think the Dredge deck just plays these cards that are just like Surveil, but Surveil really means just put them into my graveyard. It just means mill, right? Like, doesn't mean anything else. It just means mill. Yeah. That's what it means.
Mill 4. That's great. And I think like it's a really powerful mechanic when you can there's very few cards in Magic that tell you to add a numerical value that's more than one, right? Like what's that? Purr, that green creature from Battle Bond.
Oh yeah.
Like you get to put like one counter, one additional counter, right? Hardened Scales, you put an additional counter. You only put one. I think the only exception would be like Doubling Season.
Parallel Lives.
Parallel Lives and what's that?
Anointed Procession.
Yeah, but I mean like all those that like double, the stuff that you get. That's a big effect. But there aren't a lot that, you add X amount of damage. I think Pyromancer, is it Pyromancer's Gloves? Is it
What's
Pyromancer?
that?
The one that all your burn spells, all your
Flame of Keld.
No.
Chapter
Flame
3,
of Kel, yeah.
Chapter 3.
So Chapter 3, Flame of Kel, right? That is an artifact that gives all your red
the enchantments, all your red
instant
sources,
sorceries and
red
Chandra Planeswalkers plus 2 damage.
Flame of Keld.
No, not Flame of Kel. There's an
Pyromancer's
artifact. Yeah.
Gloves, okay.
I think Pyromancer's
Is that in
Gloves,
like a starter deck or something?
No. It's a card that I think I've been trying to
It's
find.
not the goggles, right?
It's not the goggles.
No, the
Goggles
goggles
doubles
the spell.
the spell.
Yeah.
This one like just adds 2 damage, and these type of effects, are very rare, but they're very powerful.
I feel like in like alpha, there's probably loads of cards that do stuff like this, or like
+2,
-1 damage or something like that.
Yeah, they -1 damage or like reduce it to like 1 damage. And, stuff like that,
it's just like it just doesn't. It's just super hard to understand. Like there's a lot of counting, and then there's like additional counting, and it's just 2 ways in which you can get it wrong.
Yeah,
there are these strange, It's,
but it's such a powerful effect, and I'm waiting for like that one guy to come out. Like, I'm gonna play like two enhanced surveillance, and then just like use that to.
But what surveil cards are good enough, right? That's the question.
Yeah, that is quite an issue.
Because what are you playing? You're not playing Deadly Visit or Price of Fame.
Notion Rain? No, Notion Rain.
No, it's just like a less good.
Discovery Dispersal, but that's not enough surveil cards. I wish there would be more.
I don't think there is. I think surveil's like too good.
Yeah,
I think
surveil's
too,
like a little.
It's
bit
so
broken.
much better. Sidebar as we wait for Alejandro to. It feels like I've been playing some stuff on Arena. I haven't played a real draft yet, but I played some. Surveil's is like the best mechanic by far.
Yeah,
it's just like
card
like
selection.
you wanna like Undergrowth. Oh, cool, right? Oh, I'm just gonna like scry on all of my cards. And my cards are better than your cards anyway. Like it's just silly.
Oh man, I think out of the 3 or 4 drafts that I played, Demir just crushed me, and then when I played Demir, I like just crushed everyone. It's so broken. It feels so good to just know exactly what you're going to be.
I've seen a lot of stuff about Disinformation Campaign.
Oh, that card's gross.
It's like
that card's dumb. It's so fun.
It's just like, why would you make this? Why do you think this is a good idea?
I love that you can start off with like that turn 2 fairy.
Yeah, surveil one every turn.
And then surveil one, and then you maybe you
with
have
like
the bug.
Yes, but you're just you're like, come on, people.
And Disinformation.
And even the Dark Blade Agent, right? Whenever you surveil. Yeah. Death Touch.
Yep.
Death Touch?
And draw
on
a card.
2/3.
And draw a card.
Yeah, and draw a card. Like, come on.
So,
With the... I know. It seems very powerful because it's like Scry, basically.
But better.
Because contextually in the set, some things care about the graveyard, and they happen to be black and green, and like Demir has a black crossover.
No, and even in like... I think even in Constructed, we talk about cards like Mission Briefing, right? And then we're trying to compare it to stuff like Snap Custom Mage. Mission Briefing actually draws you 2 extra cards, right? You surveil 2 first, and then you can dump a spell into the graveyard, which essentially you drew that card, and then you get to cast that card.
So it's right. It's so similar to Scry.
Yeah.
That you question why didn't they give it to every color, because Scry is in every color pretty much. Like even white gets Scry. If I go back to Theros, it had like
you got like the Benalia, new Benalia or something like that. No, even before.
No, did they had Scry before?
Yeah,
Theros.
Scry. Yeah.
It was
like land enters the battlefield, you Scry 1 or Scry 2 or something like that. New Benalia.
Oh yeah.
Like that card.
And and obviously in Theros, but even they even had the one that gives it indestructible scry 1 for white. I can't remember what that was called.
They gave everything scry.
Yeah, because it's something that should be shared between the colours as opposed to being in blue and black, which already has the most card selection and card draw.
Yeah, because like white and green don't have card draw.
Bit of a miss.
Oh wow, is that a surgical extraction?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Alejandro gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, this feels bad.
You just fire that off, don't you? Just fire it off.
It didn't even wait. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take out one of the threats in your deck.
Comrade subscribing to the Brian Lim school of thought that you should just play your surgical extractions.
Turn 1.
For down, just get rid of it.
Oh, I love playing surgical extractions on like 2 color decks and then take away the fetch land.
Right, just an awful person.
Yeah, love it. Like you're taking away 4 cards. Like 2 color decks are the ones that run basically like 4 of that 2 color fetch land, and then like poof, you're not drawing more. You're not drawing
people
more
like
lands.
People like you make Magic less fun.
Love it so much. Especially if you start off with like a Thoughtseize, right? And then you discover your opponent's got like 2 lands, and then like 2 spells, 3 spells that they can cast, and you're like, poof, gone. You're not drawing lands anymore, sir.
It's hard. Yeah, Alejandro, a real disadvantage. Mulligan down to 6. Bloodghast gone. Bloodghast's like an incidental part of the deck.
Yeah.
Right, it's good synergy, but it's not like a crucial. You don't want to be casting a Bloodghast to trigger a Vengevine, for example.
Yeah. I can't imagine if that were like, it was a Vengevine in the graveyard, and then, you snap out all the Vengevines, then Alejandro is in a lot of poo.
Yeah.
He's in very deep poo.
And that's the thing with these. So Conrad, I think, is just playing straight black-green rather than playing Jund or Abzan.
Why wouldn't you play? I know we had this conversation, right? Like,
why wouldn't you play Jund?
Yeah, Jund is so.
How good is Bloodbraid Elf? That's the question, right? That's the only thing you go into Jund for. Lightning Bolt, maybe.
Oh my god, like Bloodbraid Elf is.
But is it?
What do you mean?
But is it? But is it? That's my question to you.
Bloodbraid Elf into anything in that deck.
Is it? But is it?
Bloodbraid Elf into a Tarmogoyf. Not good.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, I'm gonna name like all the other components of the deck.
Yeah, sure. Inquisition of Kozilek. They've got no cards in hand. How do you feel?
Okay, that's pretty bad. Right
there.
Thoughtseize.
Same question, but you lose 2 life.
Okay. So
into the creatures.
How about it's
fine. I can construct some niche cases, right? Like, you're at 1 life and you put a Dark Confidant into play. You better get real lucky. There's some niche cases.
You can choose not to cast it, by the way.
I know you can choose not to cast it, but then why are you playing Bloodbraid Elf if you're not going to cast it?
And then it's a 3/2 hasty.
I just think it's not that.
It's a
good.
3/2 hasty.
When Jace and Bloodbraid Elf were unbanned, we were like, oh, the sky's falling, Chicken Little, Modern's coming to an end, there's all going to be Jaces everywhere and Bloodbraid Elves everywhere. Like, where are you now, Jace? What are you doing? You're sitting in the binder while Teferi steals all of your glory, aren't you? And Jace, Jace, what are you doing? You're propping up tier 2 strategies where people Bloodbraid Elf into a Arbor Elf or a Utopia Sprawl. And they go, oh, I feel so bad because I could have hit a Blood Moon. Like,
but
they're
Thing,
fine.
like they're playing, you're playing Bloodbraid Elf in the wrong deck. Like, that is.
No, but I just don't think. I don't think the cost of Jund is the mana base, right? Not the cost of cards, right? But the cost of playing Jund is playing like another 6 fetch lands, playing some Blood Crypts, some Stomping Grounds, playing you're playing like one Raging Ravine maybe, so that's another tap land that comes into play. Yeah. You're playing those cards to have a 3/2 haste, which gives you another spell, which is good like 60% of the time, and Lightning Bolt. Now, is that better than just playing straight black green and just being like a really concentrated, play loads of forests for your Scavenging Oozes, which are looking great, and I know that's recency bias, but they're looking great at the moment. It helps when you've got 1 on turn 2, and you've got 2 forests, right? You can see Assassin's Trophy.
No, we're going to see 3 forests.
But it just seems at the moment like the condensing down to black green's better.
I don't know. Like, there's enough. So, like, of course, the argument is like there's enough cards, right, to go into either deck. Right?
Yeah,
of
like course.
You don't necessarily have to splash for that red, but like, you got access to stuff like Kolaghan's Command. You get access to Young Pyromancer. Your sideboard becomes Young Pyromancer so good against like the control decks.
So I'm gonna say Colligan's Command, very good Magic card.
Oh yeah.
So
amazing.
I think that I miss Colligan's Command. Okay, I think that when I was going off, Colligan's Command is like a really good Magic card, 2 for 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Just that gives you so much incremental value considering the cards you're playing.
Yeah.
But is it good enough? I don't know. People have been moving away from Junjunda's like seen a downtick over an extended period of time.
Yeah. Lightning Bolt has like lost its last.
Who cares if you like Lightning Bolt? There's Stitcher Supplier, right?
No, I would love to just have a black green and then splash really splash the red. Like you don't concentrate on the red, because it gives you like really powerful sideboard options. It gives you
the problem with that, right? While we circle our attention back to the game that Alejandro is looks like he's losing, is that in Modern it's so easy to splash. If you're going to splash, you just do it. You don't have to. It's not like there's no, because it's all fetch lands and shock lands and tap lands and this and the other. Like the cost, is relatively. If you're going to do a 1, you may as well do a 7, right? You know, if you're gonna, if you think about it like that. Yeah. You know, if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound with the splashing. Because it's just like why that you either don't bother or you do it properly, and that's so. You
give out some of your basic lands just.
Yeah, I'm interested that Abzan.
I would love
to
see
around,
Abzan,
because I think Abzan, the sideboard cards in Abzan are much better.
Yeah,
you get the crazy white stuff.
You get white.
Yeah,
I think white has like the best sideboard, like
undoubtedly
ever in this game.
Like it's only good in the sideboard, right? Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna play white. Oh, we'll splash white and we'll play like Rest in Peace and stuff.
I have Leyline of Sanctities and Leyline of the Void.
Yeah, I play all of the Leylines. Leyline of Anticipation. I don't even know what that does. What's the green Leyline?
Leyline of the Meek. They got 2. Leyline of the Meek and what was it? How much do you flash it back for? What's the X? So you got the X what? Double red and X, because it's supposed to deal X damage. Yeah, you're not paying the casting cost, but the X is the same one. Right? Yeah. Quick
judge here.
Yeah, because I'm like the only
judge here.
I'm like really the only judge here. There's no Mark, there's no Chin Hao on Wednesdays, which is, well, if I'm not here on Wednesdays, then all hell breaks loose.
I'm surprised that the roof doesn't fall in.
Yeah,
if you're not here, Mick, on a Wednesday.
Nobody knows how to play this game.
I mean, I can confirm that is correct from my experience. I certainly have no idea. I think I was stuck with like a limited ruling the other day. I was like, oh, what's going on? I don't even know. It's so embarrassing. I can't remember what it was now. It was something like silly, right? And I was like, oh, I don't understand. How does mentor work? Oh no. It looks at the beginning and end. If it changes in between, it doesn't happen anymore. Oh, how do I stack my triggers?
What did this happening?
How do I stack my triggers?
Oh man, Alejandro is so far behind in this game right now.
The true player of black green.
Jeez.
The thing is, as we toil slowly towards the end of this round in what is a slow, grindy beatdown, characteristic of the black green deck, is that it's very fair, right?
It's
very fair. Alejandro is trying to do a fundamentally unfair thing. Yeah. He's trying to say, normally in Magic, you can play 1 land a turn, and you can play one spell, maybe 2 spells a turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a risk, but it's like finance, risk and reward are correlated. I'm going to take a risk, but I'm going to try and play like 5 spells a turn from my graveyard and then kill you. But it might not work. And Conrad is very sensible. He's like investing in low yield bonds. He's going, no, this is I'm looking for an above inflation return with my black green deck, and I'm going to try and eke out the incremental advantage. Alejandro's like, like venture capital. It's so exciting. It might not work, but if it does, it's a home run. That's how I think about
these
things.
What Bitcoin versus like bonds, right?
Yeah,
like the exact two.
Less about Bitcoin, the better, I think. At this point. The amount of discussion I've had about Bitcoin has no value.
Yes.
What is fun? Let's not go there. That's for the Bitcoin show. We got a lot of shows to get to. This
like half of the audience are probably people who are investing in Bitcoin.
Oh, of course, no doubt.
And like
I reckon there's a high correlation between people who play Magic and who think that they're like cryptocurrency experts, right?
Man, and there's the new one, investment. What's that? Initiative Q.
Don't know what that is.
Sounds
like
go look it up.
Is it just as bad?
It's got noble goals without a plan. So it's like selling you a bridge when no bridge exists.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's kind of.
So there was a coin offering called Tron, right? I don't know if you know this.
Was there?
Yeah, well, in theory, right? It's like Chinese. I saw it. I was like, oh, it's called Tron. That's exciting. It's like magic. Had like no. Like it was alleged that the Chinese government was going to adopt it as like its official quote unquote coin,
like,
but it had like its white paper had loads of problems. So it's like the mathematics behind it was all completely either stolen or wrong, or stolen and wrong.
No,
the best combination of things. So, yeah, I just thought, oh, it's just too much now. Like
we should just go back to barter trade, like
inefficiencies in the market, right?
That's what Bitcoin's supposed to be, right? Like it's sort of like barter trade, like this is worth X amount to me, but then it's worth X amount to somebody else, like, and then I give it to you. But of course, like when we talk about like.
But that's why we have cash, right? As like
that's the thing. Like, so you're just trying to convert it into.
Yeah, it's just trying to make it another cash, but then it's like, well, why don't you just use cash instead, which is already widely accepted? You don't have to convince Domino's to accept 0.00001 Bitcoin for a large super Sunday. I don't know, whatever people are buying from Domino's nowadays.
Yeah.
Meat feast, volcano.
If you wait about a second later, it'll be like 0.05.
Something like that, yeah, right. The swing, the volatility. Like, let's not think about volatility. So Alejandro played a Walking Blister for 2, which is like the
blockchain
peak, not this deck. It's just like anti. It's just like if you're doing that, it's like, is he scooping?
Yeah,
them
it's
up?
like picking up.
Oh, I thought he was scooping them up.
No, he's just sacrificing all his dudes. Man, dude, don't let him block. Just Assassin's Trophy it. Oh, okay.
Gonna get the exile value first.
All right. He's gonna make it huge. He's gonna make it like
5.
possibly bigger.
It's a 7/7, so it's now going to trade with the 9/7 Greater Gargadon.
He should be like exiling even more cards before that goes.
Yep, gonna crack a clue, draw a card. That's exciting. Alejandro committing to the there he goes, committing to the no board game plan.
Man. Like I still got a chance.
High risk. So modern financial theory suggests that if you take on increased risk, you should be, reward. You should be given increased reward. Right? That's the theory.
Yeah.
Alejandro finding out in this match that perhaps the increased risk doesn't necessarily lead to the increased reward.
There is variance at the end of the day. So
there is, and this deck is like we saw it in the first game, right? I didn't even see where were your vendor runs? Like, are you even playing them? You have to be,
exactly.
Right?
And I think he went through like at least a third of the deck, right?
Scavenging Ooze.
And then suddenly
Comrade had Scavenging Ooze turn 2 both games. Like, what do you do about that?
Nothing.
Just can control your graveyard. Right,
yeah.
Just go. Scavenging Ooze is now my game plan. I'm committing to Scavenging Ooze. Every turn I'm going to use my 2 mana, green mana I have to just
like eat up stuff in your graveyard.
Yeah.
It's like and then get a bigger creature. So a little bit unfortunate there for Alejandro, but
that's life. Yeah. That's why you play Modern.
Man, Modern's so fun. All right, we'll be back in a short bit. Oh, I didn't put up the timer.
There's 13 minutes and 20 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, so we'll be back in about 15 minutes time, so don't go away. Remember, you can join us on the stream every Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time. This Sunday, though, this whole month, every week, there's been a big tournament.
Big tournament.
Sunday, yeah. And this Sunday is no different. This Sunday we'll have the PPTQ. It's standard format, and standard's kind of fun. Standard is very, very
There
fun.
are some decks being played in standard.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's cray.
Is it?
Yeah. We talked about like the Vengefine deck. There's the Arclight Phoenix deck. That one's
I
really
know about
fun.
that one.
I
know about that one. Not even playing red.
That's really fun to watch. Chongting, we watched Chongting play the monthly this past Sunday. He played Chance for Glory.
That's
and
the
just
Boros thing,
wiped.
right?
Yeah. That's the Boros, like
Lose,
indestructible,
turn,
and then you take
yeah.
another turn, and after that you lose if you don't finish. Like, just wipe his opponent with Chance of Glory. That
Really?
was hilarious to watch. It's like yeah, I got this. I'm gonna block here. And like I've got this. We're gonna trade. Next turn I've got like this bomb to cast. I don't have a next turn anymore, and then like yeah, it's fun. Alright, as well as on YouTube. So you go down to YouTube and watch all the replays of all the events. We upload it there. Last but not least, do visit our website, greyogregames.com. If you want to find out more about the invitationals this this Sunday, no QP. Was that QP? I don't know.
I don't know if there's QP for a Wizards mandated
Maybe,
Wizard
I don't
organised
think so.
tournament. It doesn't seem like there would be.
Yeah, I don't
You're playing for a chance to go to an RPTQ.
and there's a chance to
And
play
then
for the Pro Tour.
chance for the PT in your region.
No more RPGQs,
No.
but soon. Yeah, if you like what you hear and see, find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch,
We're there.
YouTube.
Weibo.
We everywhere. Alright, we'll be back. Don't go away. See you guys. And welcome to your weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro of Yampun.
Hey guys.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
Things are alright. Oh, look at the island. It's a cute island.
Look at the Elan. That's not an island.
Oh,
That's a forest, dude. What's
Oh,
up
it's a
with
forest.
yeah, island fetch with the.
with the foothills. Yeah.
You've been coding a bit too much.
Yeah.
Mark changed his email, his passwordy thing.
Alright, let's go to my account. I have the
alright.
real good thing.
You log in. You do you. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Alright. Looks like Dominic's playing Naya, like basically green white value town. But stuck on one land right now. And he needs... Alright, so draws that second land. And here we go. Wow, Knight of the Reliquary. I would have thought you played the Corsair of Crew Fix, right?
Yeah. Right.
Right.
You get more value.
Yeah, you got more vials. Yeah, and Arno here can just start stripping Dominic's hand.
Yeah. Oh,
And there we go, yeah.
okay.
Speak of the devil.
Path to exile. Okay.
Takes away the path to exile. Lays a tap land and just passes the turn. So
I'm not just taking it slow here. Taking
yeah,
it
Arno,
nice and slow.
Arno I'm just gonna take the damage and be fine with it. Let's open up. Where's our Twitch?
Twitch.
Twitch. Yeah. There we go. Let's open up some Gatherer. Alfian, Gatherer, please.
Gatherer.
Yeah, there we go. So if you want to interact with us, you can do so on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames.
Oh, we need to change the title.
You need to change the... Oh, yeah, we do. No, you do it.
Okay.
Come on, Alfian. Swings in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, Arno, I don't think Arno should be worried, right? He's got things under control. But that Corsair here might get out of hand
Right.
quite quickly, with the life gain.
Man, I don't need to play a threat or start answering threats.
Alright, Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob is a legitimate threat,
Yeah,
I think.
kind of. And
It's gonna stick, but how much damage can Arno take before the Bob becomes
one of
a
Dominic's
big
threats.
problem, yeah. And there we go, extra land off the
Oh,
top. You
pretty
can
cool.
play that second Corsair or Crew Fix, get some extra value out of that. Yeah, green white value town.
Yeah,
Awesome,
who knew?
What do you mean, who knew?
Who knew that this would be a good deck?
Yeah, it's always a good deck, man.
Why isn't our Facebook working?
there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Say something. We put just modern. Who needs to say? Who
Mod-
needs to say anything?
yeah.
Modern. That's it.
It's just modern, man. Come on.
Enough said. All right, let's go live.
Are we going live?
We are. Yeah, the other day the Twitch chat apparently
Was bugged.
Yeah, I said that it wasn't working, but somebody commented and said that yeah, it was working. We're trying to talk to you, Mick. Trying to communicate. And Dominic here stuck in a little bit of a loop. And I think I've got to tell him you got to do something right now.
Gotta be a bit faster, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's doing something. He's gonna play his brain pool tapped, I think. Untapped. Okay. So
Untapped. So gonna take 2, gain 1.
So he's gonna flip up Coco. Wait, no, this is not Parental Frenzy.
No. Oh, that would be so fun, right? Like
Right.
you can just like keep playing creatures off the top of your deck, and after that use what's
Now the
name?
Reliquary.
Yeah, now Reliquary, just erase stuff that you don't want. Gonna draw a card here, which is a Path to Exile, and looks like he might just use that path.
I mean, that's a decent idea.
Yeah,
You path the Bob, you swing in your whole team, you get it for a decent amount of damage.
Yo, dude, you need to pay white. Yep.
You need to pay white.
Keeping the white mana up there. Needs to reveal the top card of his library.
Yeah, he does.
Because from the Corsair. Can somebody tell Dominic that?
Okay,
Thanks, Alfian.
I'll tell him.
Thanks. You're good. You're a good boy. And then casts a... Go to the table. Go to the table, Alfian. Just go to the table. Yeah, Temple Garden. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. Yeah.
Duct tape, man.
Duct tape. It's down to 8 already.
Yeah, so Arno here, sweeper or bust. Damnation.
Yeah,
would
Damnation
be,
would be very good.
Yeah, Damnation would be obviously the best choice here. Does get rid of most things, but that pesky elemental, yeah, gonna be a thorn.
You could
in the side.
damnation, bolt, or donation fail push. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like he doesn't have
scavenging,
it, though.
scavenging ooze is fine.
Scooz
I
is
guess,
alright.
Yeah.
But man, do you think Dominic plays Coco in his deck?
Yeah, dude. We saw like the first thing that Arno stripped out of his hand was Coco, but I don't agree with that play.
You
Right,
don't?
taking away the Coco. Like you should be taking away like early threats,
Yeah.
especially if your hand is very removal light, as we've seen Arno's hand shape out, and I don't think it was the best sequencing from Arno, to be honest.
I'll
for
pick the
Jandek.
Noble Hierarch.
Well, the Noble Hierarch was already on,
It's on
the field, I think.
Okay.
And I would have taken the Corsair of Crufix, probably.
Okay.
I think that's the one that gains Dominic a lot of value.
Ooh, another one.
Right, so second Bob and
Ooze.
a Scavenging Ooze.
So this looks pretty alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean,
it's
for
not
Dominic,
bad.
it's because this is easily Dominic can easily like go past that wall of monsters, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if Arno wants to like trade, like Arno can't trade off anything.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Voice of Resurgence, which, well, obviously Dominic's not going to attack in with, right?
Actually, he might. He wants like the creature, the elemental to, cause he has a decent amount of creatures on his field already.
Yeah, that's true. He's got to be worried though. Like, Arno here might just pull
Push.
out like a
Push.
fatal push or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 mana for the Cost of Crew Fix, which I think should have come down last turn. I don't think, you should be committing that that many threats onto the board. I don't think you should be casting it at this point.
Right.
Right. I mean, like,
I think you should be playing it a bit earlier so you can get more value off the life gain.
Yeah, either you play it earlier or like don't play it right now because like you are so far ahead.
Right.
A damnation will just like wipe your board clean. Easy.
Well, maybe Dominic's just playing on the fact that maybe Arnold doesn't have damnation main boards.
Well, John generally doesn't have damnation main boards. I think. But I've seen Arnold play. I think I've seen Arnold play like one main board damnation, which is why I think Arnold is trying to resolve the Bob as fast as try to get as much value as.
Well, here's the thing. You see, you play Bob, you flip damnation, you take 4, and now he's down to 4.
Who says you take 4? You flip a land.
Oh, so then you draw damnation.
And then you draw the damnation. Yeah, exactly. And you draw the damnation. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, you can start gaining life here, I believe. Is there a creature?
Oh, land.
Yeah, okay, so he takes away the land. Slowly eating away the graveyard. Let's say Liliana off the top.
That's painful.
Goes down to 1 from the
damnation? Nope, that's a Blackcleave Cliffs.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
Blackcleave Cliffs. Does he have it?
You can play the Liliana, but
Liliana's not gonna do much, man. Unless it somehow forces Dominic to attack everything to Liliana, which I don't think will happen.
Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. He can tick up though. See, Voice of Resurgence goes to the graveyard. He gets the giant token. That is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
5.
That's a big token, man.
He will trade off his Bob, and yeah, I don't think there's much left to do.
So you block the. He's taking just the Knight. Oh no, he's activating the Knight. Okay, so he sends his plane to the graveyard. Looks like he's playing Banned Nightfall actually.
Oh yeah. Now I mean, like, we just saw the
breeding pool.
The breeding pool, right?
Yeah. So I thought it was like we thought it was like green white value town, but actually it's Banned Nightfall because we saw the breeding pool.
I think it's still green white.
Gavany Township.
Yeah, but I still think it's like green white, like value town. Right?
Ben Coco, just like in standard last time.
Yeah.
Those were horrible days.
Dominic here probably not gonna do anything, and just hope that Arnold's gonna, Arnold's Bob is gonna kill him.
Even Mind Sensor, that's pretty good. Actually, you can just all in him, right?
Yeah. So he's gonna eat some creatures. He eats the Voice of Resurgence, and probably the Path to Exile. Oh, another land. Gains 1 life. But is that enough? I'm quite sure Arnold here is just going to flip a land off the top.
Oh, really?
That's not normal.
You can flip a one cost card too, I guess.
Normal.
Ghost Quarters. Oh, that's a good card. But not really.
Was that an end step?
No.
How did he untap the... Wait. I'm very confused.
Well, Arnold's allowing it, so most likely we're just missing something.
Yeah, just swing in. Yeah, you did.
He died.
Alright.
That was a rather straightforward game.
Yeah, Hello everyone and welcome back to our weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. I go Grey Ogre Games. It's not like got to enunciate it. Grey Ogre Games. Grey with an E. My name is Mick. I am one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Morley.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Well, I'll put you in enunciation lessons.
Yeah.
So that you can speak Queen's English.
The Queen's English. I remember running the podcast.
Yep.
And like making a conscious effort to articulate and to stop having those ums and and like we would spend no, we would spend time in a day, or like there was one time where we sat down, made a conscious effort to not do all these things, and like go through an English class, essentially on speaking, on like radio speaking.
It's quite. So I just did it. I don't normally do it.
Yeah.
So I'm aware that I don't normally do it, but I say other things.
To
like.
So
everyone
right?
has it. So it's interesting. The things you say are sort of unique markers to you that don't really change that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like your speech patterns are formed in a certain way, and you don't notice it. You don't notice when there's awkward pauses or when you say strange things or say things
like
to fill the space.
Yeah.
But they are sort of somewhat unique to you.
And somebody else on the other side is listening.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, this guy says like a bit too much, or this guy says a little bit too much.
I find. So have you watched How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
You know when Robin, she says
like generally.
Yeah, no, when she says like, you know, and they have the drinking game.
Oh, yeah.
And then they tell her, and she's like, and she does it, and she goes, yes, I'm looking, and they're like in the something like that.
Yeah,
it's
whenever they're watching the new show, generally.
But people do change the way to get rid of these things.
Yeah, you have to make a conscious effort. I mean, that's the whole nature of it. And we've never done this for the stream, right? We've never like sat down and it's like, okay, this is how to speak proper English.
Well, I already speak proper English. I'm from Britain, so
you're from the proper English land.
Well, exactly. So in fact, you should just listen to me.
Just speak like James.
You should just take on board what I'm saying. Just take all these life lessons I'm saying,
Speak
all of my
the Queen's
thoughts.
English.
Yeah, you know, I could dial it up when I'm not so ill and I sound congested today.
Nice,
but
I
could dial it up if you wanted to.
No,
you know, I could start using things like one, so I could say, one does enjoy modern, doesn't one? You know, things like that. You know, never use personal pronouns. It's all about impersonal pronouns.
You know, we haven't even introduced the players yet.
There's names on the screen.
Who
Ike
cares?
Boone, Kevin Tan. Are they brothers?
No, they're not brothers.
Are they related?
No, I don't think so.
Just a happy coincidence.
Just because everybody's name is like Tanalo or
Well, there's some
Tang.
truth. I mean, there must be some historical truth in that, right? It's like
yeah,
clans.
we came from that clan, right?
Yeah.
And there's if you go to like certain places in China where they like have history of a certain family, it's pretty interesting because it really you can trace the roots of the Chinese family from whence ever.
Okay.
So like
We're
the
really
Lo.
getting hard.
So for me, I'm like Mikhail Lo, right? I came from this clan or this what's his name? There was not a scholar, official, right?
Okay.
So a Chinese official.
Okay.
Who changed their name?
Did they?
Yeah, to Lu. So yeah.
To Lu.
Yeah.
As
so it's actually Lu Lu.
So is that what? Just L-O?
L-U.
L-U.
L-U with like some this thing, but like in English it would be like L-O.
Okay. Interesting. Perhaps we'll save it for the genealogy podcast.
Which will never come.
No. Hey, these are coming. They're coming down the pipeline.
Like
Give us a
like
shout in the chat if you want. What have we had? We've had the history one. We've had the theology one.
We had the weather
one. The philosophy one. Like we've got all these great shows. Just let us know which ones you want to hear first. We have wide expertise.
Yeah,
we can talk about many things.
Science and technology.
I won't go too deep, but church historically meant that your family or someone was working
Related
in the church. So was it either a member of the clergy or
what?
Yeah.
Oh
that's what, because it's like how
it's like Da Vinci, right? Of Vinci. It's just Leonardo of Vinci.
But English people, they used to have the names, like the same for like their
like
occupation.
The woodsman.
Yeah.
Like
so things like that. So like how, doesn't it in Patel in Hindi means farmer? right? So
It does?
yeah, apparently.
Okay, so like Dave Patel is like Dave Farmer Boy.
Yeah, but like so Indian people with Patel surnames were historically people who work the fields. I think that's right.
Right.
I'm gonna get horribly accused of all sorts of horrible things.
They only know how to work.
Yeah. So yeah, 5 minutes in, magic. That's good.
And there's nobody like nothing has happened by the way.
So we talked about Dredge last round.
Yeah.
Creeping chill, boom, Dredge back in the meta game.
And here we
like
see
clockwork,
Dredge.
we did not set this up.
Yeah.
We did not set this up. Kevin Tan playing Dredge.
Live from Rome here, gonna get back some cards. Of course, he tried to bring back the what you call it,
Price amalgam.
Price amalgam.
Well, I got Path to Exile.
Yeah, that got dealt with quite easily.
This is not the best start, right, for Kevin.
No,
you need to be dead by now.
exactly. Yeah. So we saw in the last game with Conrad and Alejandro, right?
Yeah.
Alejandro did not kill
Just
within
spinning
like the
his
first
wheels,
3 cards.
right? Oh, you're attacking me for 1. Oh, okay.
Ow.
With a Narcomoeba. Oh, stop the daggers. It's just like a Golgari thug in hand for Kevin. He's gonna do some stuff and some things and discard some cards.
He's actually gonna be casting Stingweed Imp here.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
oh, it's got Death Touch.
So difficult to deal with.
Oh no, save just a Bloodgust.
But I mean, like, look at his hand. His hand is just stuck
His hand is sadness. That's why his hand is made.
Exactly. He needs to find a way to like discard all the cards. He has a Conflagrate. Oh no.
So yeah, so this is the problem, right? You need to be Ike Boone's deck. What does he have? He has Supreme Verdict. Some of them play set to the wreckage, maybe a one of. Cryptic Command to tap you down, Path to Exiles, Jeskai control, so Lightning Bolts, Lightning Helixes. His removal, apart from the Supreme Verdict, which is pretty bad against you if you can just bring all your cards back, is 1-for-1 removal.
Yeah.
If you can play like 2 or 3 creatures, overload his removal, tax his mana.
Get him to commit
that
Terminus, or get him to commit the Supreme Verdict. That's that one time. All you have to do is just one time, and then you rebuild the rest of your board.
Exactly. So and that's the problem, is that Kevin's been playing out these threats one at a time, and Ike's been going, Path to Exile.
Yeah.
Logic, not Path to Exile. Like you're not stressing him.
Enough,
you're not causing him. You know, we talk about the axes of play, right? The Dredge deck, this Dredgevine deck is like we said last round. It's not about playing like fair magic, right? It's about doing like taking on the additional risk to just do some crazy stuff, and it's not paying off.
Yeah, I think Kevin started a little bit slower, and he could just cast. I mean, like he could cast the hollow one like right now, just discard all the cards in hand for the. I believe there is a Conflagrate in the graveyard.
Yep, there is. He milled it on the first turn.
Just go for it.
I've been kind of a little cheeky read of Life from the Loam. Yeah. It does bring back lands. It does say up to 3, I believe.
Oh damn!
Is that right? It's up to 3 lands.
Yeah. He could go Life from the Loam, get back more lands, and then try to,
Conflagrate, yeah.
Conflagrate, shoot you for extra damage.
Another single point coming in. Ike Boone goes, sure. Bro, whatever. You got me. Yeah, Ike Boone's hand is Supreme Verdict, Cryptic Command, and Lightning Bolt. And if he draws a land next turn that's untapped, that Celestial Colonnade is just getting fired up. Like, it's just like, the Celestial Colonnade finishes the game very quickly. 14
life on Kevin's side of the board. That's not a lot, especially since he's got not enough pressure. I think Kevin here needs to go off on that Conflagrate soon.
I'd be brilliant if Kevin milled 4 Creeping Chills.
That'd be
brilliant, wouldn't it? Mill all 4 Creeping Chills, attack you with Narcomoeba, question mark. How's that 1-for-1 removal looking now, bro? Conflagrate in the graveyards. Ready to go? No.
Oh, okay. Alright, so a little bit of the Cryptic Command just to counter draw. That's fine. I think that's okay. And now he can Conflagrate with no impunity.
That was a flashback Conflagrate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the flashback. What you call it? Faithless Looting, now Conflagrate. Should be. Wow. Failed to find. Okay.
Oh, feels bad. Feels bad, man.
Let's take 1 point of damage. No problem. I love that there was a point in time in like Khans. I was playing like Sultai Reanimator, so I would like mill stuff in the graveyard. And then there will always be there's always that first time when you do it, right? Where you, okay, I play like Polluted Delta. That was when we had fetch lands. I play Polluted Delta. I'll fetch. I'm gonna find my one swamp, and then you go through your deck and it's like, oh, I don't have my one swamp. I don't have any more swamps. Yeah, feels bad.
Feels bad.
And then you look through your graveyard and it's like, oh, there it is.
Igboon has decided he's had enough. Lightning bolt to the face suggests that he's going to be changing position, becoming more aggro. I see that looks like a main deck.
Secure the Waste. Oh, Secure the Waste is fun.
Interesting that
That's
card
fine.
has
transmuted.
No, it hasn't changed substance. It's made its way from sideboards into a main board, right? It's more of a sideboard card.
Well, I think with the introduction of Teferi, like this card has become a lot better because when you get to untap, even that 2 mana, just to make that 1 token to block and protect the Teferi for that 1 turn, is can be important, can be quite devastating.
Narcomoeba being milled.
All right, so Narcomoeba enters the battlefield.
And there's now a better dredger in the graveyard.
Oh yeah,
Stingweed Imp gonna do all of the dredge things. Attack for 2.
Beating you
down to 11. End of turn, Igboon is gonna go Secure the Waste for 5.
Oh, man.
Attack you.
This deck does not play Explosion yet. I would love to see that card. What was it? Explosion.
Explosion.
What's the other side? The
Explosion,
other one copies targets.
Implosion, expansion.
Expansion, explosion.
So
right,
hybrid is it? Copy instant sorcery 4 or less. You can choose new targets.
Yeah.
Explosion. I don't know what explosion is. It's
explosion
it's
is
like blue, red X.
Yeah, and
draw
then you
X
draw X
cards,
cards, you deal X damage to any
2.
target. Oh, so good.
It's like a Sphinx's Revelation, but
nah, dealing damage
is it?
Dealing damage is legit. It does cost 1 mana more, like the starting cost costs 1 mana more.
Modern Magic. Accurately costing stuff so it's not unfair. Boo. Don't like it. Should have been blue-red X. That would have made for fun. No, we shouldn't have been that.
Wow, he discards his entire hand.
Commit to it. So how many
nuts.
is that going to be, though? Is that enough that 3 Narcomoebas will kill Igboon next turn?
Nah, I think he goes down to... I think that's 5 cards.
Okay.
He goes down to 6. Oh, wow. That's a lot of cards, actually.
So that down to 3, so it is enough that 3 Narcomoebas is going to kill Igboon next turn.
Oh, coincidentally. And so that, the price amalgam comes back. That triggers the next 2 price amalgams to come back at the next end step.
Yep.
So that gets around... that's pretty heads-up play by Kevin.
Yeah, so Igboon, that Supreme Verdict is still in hand. He's probably going to have to... He's going to... Okay, he's going to...
Alright, just destroy
he wants to go get an island,
resource.
right?
The best part would be if Kevin just flips over a lightning bolt this turn.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Not in the main board of Dredge.
Although, what I think Igboon should have done...
So Igboon is committed to to playing the Supreme Verdict now, right?
Well, if he draws a Cryptic Command, so the best card for him right now is Cryptic Command.
Yeah,
right?
that'll find him. That'll give him a turn. I think he's thinking about Secure the Waste for 3.
And I think that's valid. I think he should be doing something.
But that means he's just wasting and Secure the Waste if he's going to Supreme Verdict, because he can't block the Narcomoebas, right? Or he can if he fires up a Celestial Colonnade.
Yeah, just one, right?
But then Prize Amalgam's coming back, and he drew...
Oh, it's a Teferi. That's not good.
I'm not feeling that.
So, but the problem is you Supreme Verdict now. You're still dead to
He's playing Teferi. He's playing Teferi. I Supreme Verdict, okay. He's tapped 5 mana.
Yeah, you tapped a little bit too much.
Don't know why he's tapped 5 mana.
No. Yeah, but those 2 price amalgams do come back. Oh, wow. Okay, Kevin didn't trigger the price amalgam. Can we go check price amalgam again?
Yep.
Because I was pretty sure those found the price amalgam returning back the last turn brought these 2 back, and I thought that was the most brilliant play ever to get around.
You like that?
This thing, yeah, I love it.
So we're getting dredging now. We're going to dredge 5. Yep.
Yeah, see, return prize amalgam from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. So, you know, he conflagrated.
Yep.
Tossed 2 more prize amalgam into the graveyard.
Yep.
Saw 1 prize amalgam hit from the graveyard back to the battlefield because there was a Nakamiba that did that.
Yep.
Previously, and then.
So they should trigger his end steps. They should
at
untap
the end
and
of
attack.
Egg Boons, Egg Boons end step. So it doesn't matter if you like Supreme Verdict, it will come back. And next turn, you know, unless you've got like spot removal or like instant speed removal, like you did.
When Kevin goes to youtube.com/Greg Games and watches the replay of this match,
he will see that.
In fact, he can watch the replay of all the matches that we show on a Wednesday.
Whoa! You know, we should not make like a big thing out of that because like that's not how you segue.
Do you like that? I thought that was quite clever.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah. You know, maybe he will, but that's something to think about in the future for the Dredge players out there. And maybe people are thinking about picking up Dredge now that Creeping Chill. Where are the Creeping Chills? Where are they? A Creeping Chill off the top of the deck right now wins it. He can't be playing this deck without Creeping Chills. Why would you do that? Just play them. I saw that like Dredge is the number 1 metagame deck on Goldfish.
Really?
Goldfish. Yeah,
right now?
Apparently so.
Creeping Chill.
That's what the internet told me. Because of Creeping Chill.
It's just a lightning. It's not even a lightning
it's
helix.
Like a free lightning helix, right?
Yeah.
But you can always get it. Like if it's in your hand, you can get it into a graveyard by conflagrating it away or faithless looting or cathartic.
No, but it's got to go from your library.
I know you don't get the effect right, but you can still get rid of it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I drew it. Or if worst comes to worst, got that black mana.
Oh, I wonder if there's any.
Just cast it.
I wonder if there's any like card that like puts stuff from your graveyard onto the top of your library. Like you know, just recursively.
Noxious Arrival, but not recursively.
But not all the
That seems like it would be too good a card.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's basically
Tolera
saying
Academy.
draw like whatever card you want from your graveyard every turn.
Was that Tolerian Ruins? No.
1 blue tap put artifact from graveyard on top of library.
Yeah.
That's very specific criteria to jump through.
That's okay.
Don't worry, they'll make that enchantment in 2 years' time. It'll be a mythic. It'll be really expensive because of EDH.
Right, and then like nobody's gonna be playing it in standard or modern or legacy.
Like Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, people stop playing Crucible of Worlds in their sideboard. I do not know why. It's still a very.
So there's a one-of in the blue-white control deck sideboard,
yeah,
right? So you can just attrition them out of Field of Ruins.
Yeah.
If they kill your Celestial Colonnades, get it back. Ooh, Golgari Thug versus Teferi.
Yeah.
Although Boon is down to 1, but he drew a Lightning Helix. Okay, that's gonna go down.
Wow, is he just gonna bounce it?
He
can block.
He can block. And he's got a Lightning Helix, so interesting that he would...
Man, Kevin missed the boat. Kevin 100% missed that boat. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, a land here for Kevin is good because he has Bloodgast. And he's going to be able to get a land.
Yeah, from Life from Loam.
All right, Stinkweed Imp, Golgari Thug, doesn't matter. Get a land, play a land, Bloodgast.
He doesn't have any green source, dude.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah, because he blew up, like, Igboon, like, blew up his green sources.
So
the fact that Kevin, like, went through his entire deck, you know, just dealt himself 1 for, like, no good reason.
Well, that's not good. Yeah. Kevin not having a good time.
Yeah, Igboon here, like, he should know Kevin doesn't have a lightning bolt. Conflagrate you, try to hit you for 1. Nope, I'm gonna lightning helix you. And now you're gonna die. Lightning helix. Lol.
Go up to 4.
Oh no.
Down to 7.
Yeah, lightning helix, surprise.
They never see it coming. Until they always see it coming.
And now you know, Kevin will know. Oh, lightning helix, that card.
It's still that's going to the graveyard. Yeah, go to the graveyard. Yep. And then we're going to see secure the waste for 4. Yes, we are. Love it.
That's a 2-turn. No, now he's dead, right? He's got a Celestial Colonnade. Does he? Yeah, he does.
Fire out the Celestial Colonnade.
That's it. That's game.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin missed that one trigger. That one trigger.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. That's all. That's all that matters. Sometimes, like you watch that match. What's that young Chinese kid? that was playing
Yeah, Wing
against.
Chun, Hazaret,
Yeah.
boom,
Wing
sad
Chun.
times. I saw him
Sadness.
at GP Singapore.
Oh, okay. Was he doing okay?
I don't know. I didn't speak to him. I just saw him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know him, right? I'm gonna like, hey, do you watch Modern 8 p.m. on a weekday?
Hey man, I watched you like
bet you
screw up
do.
on the GP.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that? Let me get you to relive your worst memory, which probably cost you tens of thousands of dollars, just because I can. No, I'm not that guy. I just saw him. No, I've got no other comments about it.
Right.
I saw him.
Like, yo, what's
He was a
up?
bit shorter than I thought he would be, but
Nah,
I think that's like most people, in fact, because you only see Magic players sitting down, right? You never see them. Never. Oh, they're standing up. No.
but yeah, that's true. That's true. You always see like No, they do interviews. They stand up. They stand up like next to the screen, but then it's always like cut off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when
there's
they're
no sense of scale.
When they're explaining the deck, it's like, yeah, that card is like obviously overblown because that screen is huge, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense. Yeah, so I saw plenty of people at GP Singapore.
See,
There's no GP Singapore in 2019. Is that right?
No more.
No Magic Fest in Singapore. Sorry.
No more. Magic Fest. Yeah, that's right.
It seems very strange because
more.
Singapore is like
It's a great place to be,
show
right?
for Singapore, right? It's like a hub in Southeast Asia
Mhm.
that everyone can sort of get to. Has good infrastructure. Is relatively cheap. Has a
Unfortunately,
load of convention space.
Stuff are expensive here. I think like trying to get like exhibition space.
Really?
Just expensive.
It's
like
weird
it's
because Harvey Norman can rent out all of this space for 7 months a year to sell white goods and beds, but no one can organize a Magic tournament at a weekend.
God damn. Right?
Strange, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just to create. I mean, it's a marketing hype, right? Like,
Yeah.
You go for just those trade shows and exhibitions. They're not actually cheaper. They're maybe a little bit cheaper.
Are they not?
Yeah. We went to. There was a weekend. I remember testing this theory out. Right, I went to the trade show. Went to go and collect prices of like disk drives, stuff that you usually buy, like speakers and
The
stuff
life
like that.
you live, Mick.
And then I go to Sim Lim Square, like was it that weekend or the next weekend?
Half the
It's
price,
like-
same price.
They're the same price, or they're cheaper. Like they were cheaper as like Sim Lim Square. I think that weekend it was cheaper, and then when I went back, it's like, yeah,
Interesting.
it's dumb. It's some are actually cheaper, right? The stuff that they really want to get rid of, the old stuff, like that's actually cheaper. And I think booth space in Singapore
Yeah, shame.
kind of expensive.
It's weird because is there a Grand Prix in Hong Kong? A Magic Fest in Hong
Yeah,
Kong?
there
Is there
is,
one in Hong
yeah.
Kong? They chose Hong Kong over here.
Yeah, because I
Shame.
want to go to Hong Kong.
Gonna ring my shame bell. Because it's like it's not.
Because
it's not even close.
because
Which
Hong
one's
Kong is
nicer?
so much closer to the United States than Singapore.
Yeah.
It's 19 hours, dude. 19 hours on a plane. You
What,
wanna
and
come-
how
come
long to
from
Hong Kong?
New York.
16 hours. If you're committing
no,
to that long a flight, you're like
15
What,
hours.
where from?
Well, they're from
LA?
from New York. From New
From
York.
New York.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like, you're coming from the West Coast, right? But the Wizards of the Coast, they're coming in
From Seattle.
from. Oh no, it's not Wizards of Coast. Crap, it's Channel
Channel-
Fireball.
from California. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the West Coast,
Yeah.
so it's a lot shorter. I think maybe like 10 hours.
Yeah.
They can bring in the equipment over.
Yeah.
but they're not going to.
It's a shame. I think that Singapore has a big Magic scene, and it would have been cool to have a GP.
Not big enough, apparently. Yeah. Oh well, what you gonna do, right? And it's cheaper for Japan.
not go to another Grand Prix. That's what I'm gonna do.
Indeed. No, because there are no more Grand Prix. The Magic Fest.
Oh, I'm not gonna go to another. I mean,
Magic Fest.
it's just,
Well, you haven't been to one yet. There are only
No.
Magic Fest next year.
oh, wow, so exciting.
Oh man.
Yeah, interesting. Good to know.
Again, our views do not represent the views of
Great
Gregor
game.
Games. We are.
So my
independent
question for you is: how long until they start charging for entry to a Magic Fest? Next year? Not next year.
No.
2020. Like $5.
So when they start incorporating it with HasCon,
Interesting.
yeah. When they do that, then they will start charging for
You
entry
don't
because
think-
HasCon is like there's entry for.
Is there? But do you not think that a random Magic Fest in like a year's time they're gonna just start charging $5 to come in, because it's more. It's not only like the Grand Prix tournament. There's a load of other stuff. Do you think they're gonna start?
They'll offer you cardboard in exchange for your $5.
Or like you get a pack.
You get cardboard. You get like
Okay.
pre. You don't have to participate. You don't no longer have to participate in like the Magic Fest main event. You go in, like you pay like $10, you get a promo,
Yeah, I think something.
and then
like
you'll
that.
be like happy, and it's like, oh,
Something
cool.
like that,
So
I don't
all,
know.
all these players here.
But I just can't see the Magic Fest staying free forever.
Nah.
That's all I think.
No, they get paid by the vendors, man.
No, I know.
It gets covered. It gets
It
covered.
does, but
There's so many
the
avenues.
question of equity. Should vendors be paying? I don't know.
Who knows? But if you're paying, I mean, like if you're paying to enter a Magic Fest, right? You gotta be like paying to go for, the main event, right?
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows the future? There's no more RPDQs. That's
true.
crazy. That's crazy.
I think Kevin is about to have a bad time. Interesting. So Kevin cast Faithless Looting, discarded, got like a Stinkweed Imp and a Prized Amalgam.
And
Ike has
then-
a Surgical Extraction.
Yeah,
He's not casting the Surgical Extraction.
no, he's just waiting.
Sleepy Woon in the Twitch chat saying people would pay money to enter a venue, so they can pay money to artists to get their card signed. So charge away.
Yeah, why not? I would do that, 100%. Live from Loam. Oh, Cathartic Reunion.
All of the dredging is
Oh,
happening.
that's so nice.
Oh,
We're gonna dredge all the things.
so much value.
We're gonna dredge all the things, and then Eggbone's gonna with the Nakamiba trigger on the stack. With the Nakamiba trigger on the stack, I'm going to
snagging the high impact cards.
No, but then that prevents all the price amalgams from coming back like ever and ever.
Here we go.
you
I
know?
think it might be.
Because the way that the way that they trigger is that you have
stuff is happening. This is just, when the dredge jet gets into it, it's just such a beautiful thing, isn't it? It's just all of the milling.
all right. Says hold up. Oh gosh, you're stuck in his head.
I know, yeah, I know.
Oh, that's so funny.
Surgical extraction.
Okay,
targeting.
now I get my pick right, because like now you can see half the deck in the graveyard.
I agree with that, but like he milled a prized amalgam. Is there much better target in the deck than prized amalgam?
Yeah, actually, you should thin out the deck before like he starts milling, right? And then, like I said, Nakamiba, man.
So what did he take? Like
Oh,
taking
looks
life
like
from the
life
loam.
from the loam. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he's gone through like a lot of his deck. I would take away like life from the loam. I would take away like Nakamiba, and what's his name?
Which one?
Bloodgust.
Bloodgust.
These two are the only
Because
things
they
that
trigger the.
These are the only two creatures that trigger price amalgams like return from a graveyard
Yep.
effect. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I will ever need to target, right? And maybe your conflagrate. Like your conflagrate, I can counter. Right?
Yeah.
I've got counter spells. So yeah, I'm curious as to why Igboon decided on this line of play, or like what he exiled.
Yeah, I think he's got Snapcaster Mage in hand, so just Snapcaster
Oh,
Surgical
yeah.
Extraction is
Ooh.
also pretty spicy.
That's hard. That's gonna be a hard time.
Yeah, because now you take away.
You take away everything.
Yeah,
You take away like the damage dealing guys, and then you dredge back. Sure, how many cards can you dredge a turn?
Secure the waste straw there.
Yeah, need some mana.
7 turns later, we might see that. Just do it.
Oh
Just
wow,
commit
he's
to
doing
it.
good now.
Just
Yeah.
commit to it.
Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Snapcaster. Oh yeah. All right. Price amalgam goes.
The question is, can a 1/2 Death Touch flyer and a 1/1? What does Golgari Thug have an
it's a-
ability to
it's
have
a
Death Touch?
2/2.
No, Golgari Thug isn't.
Let's bring it
I
out.
thought it was a 1/1.
Yeah, it's a 1/1 dredge 3.
Dredge 4, and you can put target
Oh,
creature
4.
from graveyard and library. So can a 2-1 nothing beat a 1-1-2 fly with death touch or 1-1 and a 2-1 that can't block? We're about to find out.
He can't even cast it yet. Okay, so now he's got like black mana. So let's see. Stingwing Imp. Stingwing Imp versus Snapcaster Mage.
Oh,
Wow, gonna take that damage.
the magic we watch, hey.
Cause he's gonna
The magic we watch.
Hey dude, do you see the trivia quiz on the
Oh, I did.
did you try it?
I did. I got some of them right.
I think I got more than half of them right. Like some of them were
We can have an in-depth
so
discussion
surprising, yeah.
You know, Kevin Tan looks like he's the Ottoman Empire in the 18th century.
Yeah.
Sick man of Europe, the slow decline, 18th and 19th century. We're gonna. It's gonna be painful to see what he can do. No, I saw the trivia quiz. I thought, so to my immense shame, I got some of the older ones
Wrong?
right, and
Oh.
some of the newer ones wrong.
Oh wow.
So there was a question about Birds of Paradise.
Was it the
The question was, what happened? Like, which card was originally a different art, and then they had to recommission it, and it was Tropical Island.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
Volcanic
yeah.
Island because
You did not know that?
No, I did know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birds of Paradise was supposed to be Volcanic Island, Tropical Island. Yeah.
Where was it?
What game was he was?
Yeah,
Garfield,
that I knew. That I
Robo-Rally.
knew. Robo Rally was.
Yeah.
They mentioned it like a lot on the.
Yeah.
Those like Vice documentaries and stuff like that.
yeah.
Man, they mentioned stuff like that a lot.
How many cards in an Alliance booster pack? It was 8, right?
No, that's 12.
Is it 12?
12,
I thought it was
yeah.
8.
Yeah, it was either 12 or like I think Arabian Nights had.
What was the
11
first
or
thing in
10?
As Legacy? It was they had foils, right? That was the first
Yeah.
thing as Legacy. Yeah. It's,
Oh, the one that they were asking about like Shards of Alara, man, I got that like totally wrong. Because I thought instead of them saying Shards of Alara, I thought it was what's the one where the Planeswalkers were introduced? Lorwyn.
Lorwyn.
I was like, yeah, they didn't have this stuff in Lorwyn. Read the question wrongly. This I got so messed up.
So
The
what's
one.
Which Innistrad double face card was not based on a horror storyline.
So this is obviously like the civilized scholar and
Yeah.
the
It's Dr.
homicidal
Jekyll or
brute.
Mr. Hyde.
That's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This I thought was just like whatever.
No, that's not it. This is the
thing.
The thing, yeah.
Thing.
And this is supposed to be like Frankenstein, right?
This was
Mixed
supposed to.
subject.
I thought this was like some Stephen King.
Oh, was it not? Which one was it? Is it?
It was the Cloister Youth.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it was Ludwig's
sense.
subject, which is based on nothing, because like Cloister Youth apparently is based on like possessed children. I'm like,
Oh, is it?
that is not.
Yeah. Well.
It's like
So
the Exorcist type.
The question was which creature type doesn't show up in Gate Crash? Immediately knew the answer.
Yeah, that was
Played so much
obvious.
Gate Crash. I know that there's a crocodile frog, Crocanoa.
Yeah.
I know that there's a human ooze
experimental one,
I know there's
yeah.
a spirit advisor.
Ozov,
Yeah, I know
that was too obvious.
Too
That was
easy.
too obvious.
So yeah, I felt
Oh,
like a massive nerd after I did this.
Cochran's saying like Kevin's Mountain should be untapped.
It should be,
I don't know.
but I
actually
don't think
know.
it makes because he paid it.
Yeah, I don't think it makes too much of a difference right now. All right, we're gonna see the.
I told you the race is on.
Yeah.
The race that Kevin is not going to win. Well, there is a Conflagrate in the graveyard. He's just going to have to draw cards naturally.
Mhm.
Creeping Chill. Here we go. Here we
on.
go.
Is that Creeping Chill?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah. All right. Creeping Chill #1. Where's the rest? Come on.
Exactly.
He can't even cast like right now. He can't even cast like black cards.
Doesn't need to cast them.
How's he getting onto the graveyard? Come on, folks. Feel of Ruin like just is kind of screwing Kevin up. Yeah.
Attack for 3.
And then he plays like Settle the Wreckage. Gotcha.
All Kevin needs is 3 Creeping Chills in the next 3 cards of his library when he dredges Stinkly Dimp.
Oh man.
Better get ready. Faithless Looting.
Alright. Loot.
Draw 2. Golgari Thug, Narcomoeba.
Wow, he just draws too? Man, I would have dredged, right? Get that Stingray in back. Okay, so he puts...
Discard Stingray Imp and Golgari Thug.
Is that Faithless Looting? No,
Please.
it's a Shriek, 5 Shrieker.
Let's bring this one up.
It's got charge counters and you put stuff into the graveyard. I think it's 5 Shrieker. No, it's not 5
Double
Shrieker.
strike.
No,
No.
that's not 5 Shrieker. It's the... Man, somebody... I know what it does. It's got charge counters, you tap it, and after you put cards in the top of your library
I've got
into
no
the
idea what that
graveyard, yeah.
is.
But I forget what it is.
So yeah, secure the waste for 3. Shriek Horn.
Shriekhorn. Yeah, yeah.
Let's bring it up.
That's the one.
Ah, I remember this.
Right?
Niche tech from the Dredge decks.
Yeah, you put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard.
That's
That's
exciting.
it. That's really all it does. But of course, if you've got Creeping Chill,
Boom.
guess what?
Love it.
You're casting.
Committing
casting
to Creeping Chill.
Come on.
Wow,
Come on.
Faith is looting though. Wait,
I'm
where are the Creeping Chills?
I don't know. Maybe
Like,
it
you gotta
doesn't run
play,
like
you've
4.
got to play for them now. You got to run 4. You can't not run 4.
I
Can't run 1.
I
You can't be
don't
like,
know.
I just didn't know what to take out. Anything. Take out a silly Golgari Thug. Take out Narcomoebas.
Come on, do it. Yeah, you know you gotta do it. 1, 2,
Bloodgust, Thoughtseize,
3.
Bloodgust.
Finally. Oh wow,
Conflagrate.
that's pretty bad.
They're going to be in the bottom 6 cards of the deck, aren't
It's
they?
like the last 4 cards in the deck. It's like, that's terrible.
Count them.
That's 10 cards left, maybe.
Got to find them. The race is on now to find them. The race is on to mill them and also find them. That's probably why he didn't dredge. He didn't dredge from the Faceless Looting. He was aware that how little cards he had in his library.
Yeah. That's like 10 cards. But if there were like 3 Creeping Chills there, you go like bang, bang, bang. You're 9 points of damage. Now take another 3.
Commit to it.
Yeah.
Really lean into it.
And then you
Conflagrate.
just go Conflagrate and like kill you the rest of the cards.
So an attack is going to put Kevin Eichboon down to 6 if it gets through, and then Conflagrate can deal 4 as it stands.
He's missing 1. He's just missing 1.
If he has a land, there's 2 Bloodglass in the graveyard. They're going to be very excited to come back to the battlefield. I think he's counting the number of lands.
Unfortunately, I don't think he has
No,
any more lands.
you've already counted. You've already counted. Same number as it was a minute ago.
7 cards in the grid.
Same as
Seven
it was
cards in the
before.
library. Come on, Kevin. You got the answer. You got the answer to
Commit
this.
to it.
So maybe there's no like 4 Creeping Chills,
How
man.
can you not be playing 4 Creeping Chills?
I don't know.
Faithless
I
Looting.
don't know.
He wants it. He wants it.
Faithless
He's
Looting.
looking for a land to play his Bloodglass. That's what he's looking for.
You know, you got 30% chance.
Oh, he's dredging.
No.
Oh,
Why?
he
He's
wants it.
dredging? No,
Come
I would draw
on.
the first card. So I would draw the first card and dredge the rest. 'Cause,
Really?
like-
Does it matter? From
No,
a
y-
mathematical perspective, does it matter?
Okay, so it depends on how many Creeping Chills you have left, right? If you got like
It's
3
got to be
Creeping
4.
Chills.
You can't be playing. Go for
If
it.
you got 3
play set,
Creeping Chills.
play set, play
right?
set. Flip him. Electrolyzers doesn't do nothing. Oh, they know it.
Come on.
Slow roll. Conflagrates.
5.
Oh, there's 1.
There's
That's 2.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, do it again. Oh, Eichboon's going. I can't believe this is happening.
Oh man.
Down to 3.
Giddy.
Down to 3.
He can
Up to
do it
17.
again, like if
Here we go. Come on. You gotta do another. Gotta do another draw from Faith Looting. Gotta do another draw.
Yeah. Come on, you gotta draw one more card.
Draw.
You can dredge. I mean, like you can dredge the last 2 cards, right?
Oh, what is
No,
it?
chooses to draw.
Oh. Electrolyze is gonna come in here, take care of the Bloodgust.
6 points. Is there electrolyze?
Yeah. you
Oh,
gotta
okay,
play it.
yeah.
Draw a card.
All right.
Eichboon cannot. He just has to not lose.
Yeah.
That's his game plan now. How do I not lose?
So 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, and then he draws a card. What?
What, no
No,
idea
he
what's
can't
going on.
force. He can't force somebody. It's not target player draw a card because the card's in Japanese. It's like deal 2 damage to one or more targets.
Draw a card.
And then draw a card. You draw a card, not your opponent draw a card.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
I
that
think
would
Asking for
that
an
would be
oracle-
really funny though.
asking for an oracle text.
Come on, guys, you know what they do. You've played Magic for
The fine margins of Magic on a Wednesday evening. This is
Come
the
on,
level
you-
that people are playing at.
you know what they do. Just draw a card, like yeah. Stop trying to change how the card works. Just 1 and 1 and draw a card. And I think you should.
It doesn't matter, right? You're dead. It doesn't matter if the Stinkweed Imp attacks you. You're dead to a creeper, like, you know.
Yeah.
To any, you're not
Creeping
dead or you're
chill,
dead, right? You know, he's gonna if that is the last card is a creeping chill, which we think it is. Oh wow, he's killed the Stinkweed Imp. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's gonna opt.
Yeah, no life gain on Igbun's side of the table.
I guess he killed the Stinkweed Imp because he can't.
You can't block
a
it the
flyer.
next turn, yeah. But it doesn't matter like, because like it's just 1 damage,
Doesn't
right?
matter.
And he can lightning bolt. Like he had lightning bolt in his hand earlier, so yeah, I can take that 1 point of damage. Lightning bolt next turn. Like then you're kind of
Untap.
messed up. Conflagrate. Okay, so
Play a land, pass the turn.
yeah, the problem is that Kevin's got Conflagrate in his graveyard, right?
He
so
does have Conflagrate in his
you know,
graveyard.
Igbun here needs to be able to counter that spell, and I don't think he's got the ability to do so. That becomes a big issue. Yeah, because all Kevin needs to do is just like conflagrate you.
Yep. Kevin rocking backwards and forwards in anticipation of the coming Conflagrate.
Yeah, and the problem is that Igbun can't make Kevin like draw a card, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he
That's
was trying. He was like, "Does Teferi?
Can
Can
yeah,
Teferi
can
make you
Kevin
draw a card?
No, he can't. Just stop making.
Does Cryptic Command make you draw a card? Just target anything.
player.
Opt? Does that know?
Yeah.
Should have been playing Blue Sun Zenith. There you go.
All right.
Stroke of
Draw
genius.
the last card.
What is
Last
it?
card in the deck. If it's doesn't need to be a land. All it has to be is just card, right? And these guys only have like 6 minutes left in the round.
Yeah.
Conflagrate you for like infinity. Wow, land. Okay, so plan B.
So only playing 3 Creeping Chills. Okay, that's interesting.
No, you should go like 4, right? There's lightning
Gotta
bolts, 3 lightning bolts to the face.
Well, exactly. You got to go full set.
4
I'd
lightning
I'd
bolts to
commit
the
to it.
face.
I
That's
just commit
12.
to it. I just want to commit to it. All the blocks. Doesn't matter. They all die.
Yeah.
Conflagrate.
Like-
Kevin Tan asking the question.
Okay,
Asking
so
the
he-
question. Ask the question.
So he
Discard
takes
your
that
whole
away
hand
to-
in case he has Lightning Helix.
Yeah. So this time discard at least 1 plus 3 cards.
Discard all of them.
All of them. What are you doing?
Why would you keep cards in your hand? You don't have another turn. Lightning Helix. No.
Opt.
What's he snap cut? Oh, okay. What's he going for?
He's going for like any form of counter spell. Oh, Logic Knot, but he doesn't have the double blue.
He doesn't have the.
No,
double.
then you toss it. Then you toss it, and you find another card. Yeah. Right, he's gonna conflagrate. Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's why he didn't like discard all the cards, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, that was weird. That was an odd match.
That was something.
Kevin like pulls it out of the bag like at the very last moment, the very last card. This is when you know like you done well, that you've used all the resources at your disposal to try to win the game, right? What was it? McLaren? Is it McLaren or Mercedes? I think McLaren is like, say, you engineer the car You never over or under engineer the car. You engineer it such that when it crosses that finish line, it breaks apart.
I like that.
That's when,
I like that.
That's when you know you did like the best job, right? Like, if the car could still keep going after that, it's like, yeah.
It's like my body after
perspective.
sports.
Yes.
Ceases to function. Yeah. Because I'm perfectly engineered.
Man, that was crazy. That was. I thought I wouldn't had it there.
So did I.
Yeah. It's
Surprise.
not enough
Surprise.
counter spells.
Surprise.
Mono black living end in modern. I think there's somebody who like had a brew. Like there was some MTG Goldfish brew, like mono black reanimator type deck. You never know.
What are you playing, right? I guess so. Historically, the living end decks played these weird creatures. Jungle Delver. Is that it? Jungle Delver? Jungle Weaver.
What is
Bloodshot
that?
Cyclops. You know these cycling cards.
Yeah.
And now
All the
they,
one-mana
and
cycling
now
cards.
they do is the rampaging Ceradon. Is that the one? The 6/5 cycles for a single red from Ixalan 6/4.
Yeah.
Not from Ixalan, from
The
Amonkhet.
Carabit, the don't know what rampaging Carabit.
God, all these like what are these
Yeah.
things? Just like mediocre draft commons.
But and then suddenly,
Then Archfiend of Ifnir. That was the card that got people to play more black cards, right? Because you cycle, put -1/-1 counters, blah 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 blah. So maybe mono black is a thing. Dunno. It's the answer to that question.
mono black, but it's like no, got other colors as well.
I don't know how. Like, I don't know. Yeah, mono black, but with red, green, and red.
Red, green, and
Because what are you cascading in with black? Because they use Violent Outburst as their normal cascade.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. There's no like cascade. There's no proper cascade spells that will get you there.
Craig to the poster. Interesting name. Says, I played Dredge and played through 3 surgicals the other day with Creeping Chill. The threat density is so high.
Yeah, exactly. Creeping Chill is like the thing, right?
Craig to the poster. Do you play 4 Creeping Chills? I assume the answer is yes.
Yeah, how many Creeping Chills do you play?
If you're gonna why are you not playing 4? Like, what is the reason? What are you so?
Why
are
are you giving up?
Yeah,
though?
what are you not cutting?
I would like immediately cut the fire shriek, the Shriekhorn.
Yeah, but that's not a main deck card, right? That's a sideboard card.
That's a main deck card.
It's a main deck card.
Yeah, that's a main deck card. Like it just helps you get cards into your graveyard like a lot faster.
Yeah.
Why isn't it playing
Kevin Tan playing at an appropriate pace for the stage.
Oh
of game
right,
as
I mean the
well.
only way to cast Living End.
Yeah, and his expertise.
Oh, that's
two
it.
black,
Yeah, that's
black,
fine.
sorcery.
Yeah.
All creatures get -3/-3, and then cast a spell.
That's okay. I think that's okay.
So that means you're only casting your living end on turn 4.
4.
Whereas
Turn
with
four.
Violent Outburst, you can get it on turn
10-3 at the end of 10-3. Yeah, okay. Craig to the poster says, "Oh yes, four pieces are like really good." If there's anything that you want to take out, maybe like Golgari Thug.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
it's just
You want to talk about like
it's just
threat
rubbish,
density.
right?
Nakamima comes back. Yeah, not too impressed.
So I think they're in extra turns now. I think they started slightly after.
Yeah, it's a little bit late.
The Jeskai control deck, not a deck that wins quickly.
Not at all.
Not
Clearly-
a deck that
clearly
wins
not at all.
quickly. So it's yeah. I don't know. Maybe Dredge is like the new sexy thing for 2 weeks because people have got a new toy. Like, you know how everyone's playing green black again because Assassin's Trophy. There's like an overreaction bias, right?
Yeah.
When a new card comes out, all of a sudden people are like, oh, I must try it to see if it's any good, and they play these decks, and
Mhm.
the sheer like, you know, and then
Oh,
there's a
wow.
reversion to the mean,
Wow.
or maybe it's here to stay. I don't know.
You just see like Kevin's thing. That was horrible.
Bad
That
mill,
was super bad.
all the bad mills.
I don't know. Yeah, flavor of the week. Maybe we're just waiting. We're just waiting to see.
He's like Dredge. I don't know. Like, so friend of the show, Bryce, who I talked about quite a lot. He's a big Dredge aficionado,
Uh-huh.
and he said he just wins game 1s all the time. Right, he's been playing Dredge for years.
Yeah.
game 1's just like not even a thing.
It's easy.
Then like game 2 is just game 2 and 3 is like, it's like now it's like you're earning your paycheck, right? It's all about. It's like, do they like? And he said a lot of time, it's like, oh, do they have the immediate sideboard hate card?
Yeah.
If they do, to game 3. If they don't, well, let's see where this one goes. Like every turn you give them is a chance to draw the Surgical Extraction or the Rest in Peace or the. A lot of people have been moving to Leyline in the Void in Modern because it's just on the battlefield.
Like turn 0, it's already there.
So, yeah, if they play Leyline in the Void, you just look at your hand and go, oh.
So bad.
Maybe Dredge are going to move to Assassin's Trophy. Because they can't. Because they play. Some of them play Abrupt Decay, right, to get around.
I don't even think so. Nah.
So they use some.
Some do. No, they'll play. They'll play Ancient
Grudge or Nature's Claim. That's a good one.
Nature's Claim is a good one. Yeah. Nature's Claim will get rid of.
Yeah, you don't care about 4 life if you're playing Dredge.
Yeah, 4 life is.
It's easy. That's only 1 1/3 creeping chills. Yeah. So. The currency by which I live my life now. All right. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If in 6 weeks' time we're still talking about Dredge, I'll say that Creeping Chill's been a success. If we're not,
then it's just like,
and it's just the thing that the Dredge guy, the guy is like, oh, I love Dredge, man.
I wanna try.
Yeah, it's not
Craig to the poster saying you may want 1 more land enabler or dredger. The deck works best with 20 lands with a reduced land count. Some hands are more suspect. Same with less of the other pieces needed. Yeah, I mean, like, you legacy players had made the decision a long time ago. Let's play 18 lands. The more threats I have, the more things you have to answer, right?
Yeah. But the game's
and my game's
like, the game is different in Legacy, right?
Exactly.
The stuff that you're doing is just absurd.
Yeah, everything is unfair.
What is the Icarid?
Yeah.
That's a card that's legal in Legacy. Like you're just playing these cards that are just
City of Traders is legal in Legacy.
So ridiculous.
Ancient Tomb is legal in Legacy. Urborg is legal in Legacy.
Legal in Modern.
Yeah. So yeah. It's legal, illegal in Modern. So yeah.
So yeah, it's
these are powerful cards, but just
I don't
know. Ouch. Very hard to gonna bring them back. Gonna be tough. Yeah, that's it. That's the handshake. That's a draw. I don't know. I guess like somebody has to win, lose. I don't know. Why don't you just like compare hands? Like say, I'm gonna definitely win this game.
Are you allowed to do that?
You can
You're
decide.
allowed to reveal your hand, right? But you can't reveal the top.
You can decide
to your
to
library.
concede. You can decide to concede.
But you can't talk about. You can't start picking up your library, presumably, and going, "Oh, I would have drawn this, this, and this."
No, you could. You could talk it out, but you cannot arbitrarily decide who is the winner by chance.
No, I understand that, but you can't roll dice, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, you can't roll dice.
Or flip a coin.
Yeah.
Play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. So you can decide.
But you can't.
In other
but
ways.
you can't if the game is still going on. You can't start revealing cards from the top of your library, can you?
You could. You
can
could,
do that.
You could just
is that not game rules violation all over the shop?
No, you stop the game and you say like, okay, we have come to agreement. You and other players come to agreement and say like, okay, we're not getting anywhere. Let us like make an informed decision now. Who's gonna win the game? And so you like lay out the cards on your table. These were my sideboard cards, whatever. And like these were your sideboard cards. Like you're not beating me, 100%.
And what they're not doing is rolling dice on stream to determine who has won the game. That's not what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely not. All right, we will be back in a short while. I think
momentarily.
Very short while. So don't go away. We'll see you guys in a bit. And welcome to your weekly Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro of Yampun.
Hey guys.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
Things are
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the round two of our weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro, Alfian Pun.
Hey guys.
I need to get to the bottom of this thingy.
Of what thingy?
The missing
slides?
slides, yeah. Anyway, we're watching a match here between the Wong brothers. No, they're not really brothers.
The-
Kenneth Wong on the left hand side and Jerome Wong on the right hand side.
yes.
They are not.
They're not related.
They're not brothers, yeah. As sad as I am to say that. Yeah, it would be like some bitter rivalry.
Yeah. I remember
I am the better brother.
I remember all the time, right? When my brother and I used to go for F&Ms every day.
Uh-huh.
We would always get paired each other like, what? Then we would complain all the time.
Who is the better brother?
Normally I would win though.
Oh, whoa. Somebody trying to show off, huh?
Yes.
Well, good for you, Alfian. Good for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Let's see what they are playing. What's Jerome playing? Is he still playing what's that?
Hollow One.
Hollow One?
Yeah, he is.
Alright.
Hollow One's a fun deck.
Do you know what Kenneth is playing?
No.
No? Anyway, he's gonna take a mulligan down to 6.
Let's see what he's playing. Oh, I can't see. Oh, see Forest.
Oh, is
who's-
that green white good stuff again?
Wait, I saw something interesting. Is that Steamkin? No. it's
No,
not.
that's not.
Alright, I saw too many standard games, I think.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh,
Starts off with a flame blade adept and
Alright.
passes the turn.
Oh, this was not green white deck. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's much resurgence.
Are we gonna see a path to exile though? Nope. Just
Oh
a
my
green
God, it's a
sauce.
Guru Forest.
Wow. Wow.
Judge.
Is that a judge foil?
Yeah, look at the borders.
Oh yeah. Wow, sweet.
Oh my God, Kenneth is just
Kind of blinging it, man.
Yeah, blinging it.
Bling it, boys. Muzz Lightyear 27 says hi, hello.
Hey,
if you
Muzz
want to
Lightyear.
interact with us, make sure you
Type on
put
the
some
stream.
typey in the comment.
We are very interactive people.
Yeah.
Humans have.
Because we're
interaction.
boring, we got nothing to talk about except like coding and Monster Hunter and hot dogs and
Hot dogs.
I don't know. Some
You-
people like the how do you like waffle can?
I love it.
Yeah, thanks, Alfian.
Sorry, Vic. So for
Sure.
context,
They don't need to know.
for
you're
context, the Grey Ogre employees, like we all ordered waffle can, which is like donburi with chicken.
I'm not part of the club.
Yeah,
It
we
seems.
forgot to ask Mick, so. Oh shit, you got laid off. I'm sorry, man.
Oh no.
Hope you get a new job soon.
Yeah, man. Sorry you hear that, Muzz Lightyear. You got skills? Come and apply at InnoSparks.
What kind of skills do you need, man?
Always looking for good people, man. Always looking for good people. Takes the path to exile. And kills the Noble Hierarch. Swings in for 3 points of damage.
Nice.
Discarding 2 cards, yeah. That's nice. Very nice. I think he's going to go for Goblin Law next turn.
Right. Goblin Law always a fun card to play.
Mm-hmm.
Except when you discard all 3 of your hollow ones, then
And then the card that you have left in hand is like the
man.
yeah.
Looks like Abzan versus Hollow One.
Abzan Kids. Kid Abzan.
Kid Abzan. Wait, is that a new name?
No. Lil Kid. Lil Kid is the deck name. Like it's not so much like weenies, but it's like just efficient creatures.
So it's like good stuff.
Yeah, it's just good stuff. Good efficient goodies.
Nice. Okay, let's see what he has. Looks like
Voice or
Voice is good.
Resurgence.
Alright.
Alright. That's okay.
doesn't block the Flame Blade Adapt though. His menace.
Yeah, unfortunately. Not at this stage. And even, next turn, Jerome might be able to get rid. Hello everyone and welcome back to your weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church. Molly.
Twilight Zone, baby.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
We're gonna go on a
You know,
journey.
you know what? Let's commit.
We're committing to it. We were debating whether we should do round 3 from the sofa.
So, yeah, I'm gonna
I think we are. At the moment,
sit back and relax.
Mick is holding a microphone and looks like one of those drunk uncles at a Chinese wedding. You know,
when we do like the karaoke.
The karaoke, or they stand up to give a speech, and like no one wants to hear you give a speech, but they want you. Like, oh well.
Is the cable? Yeah, the cable's long enough. I can see the. So yeah, chill, man, chill. Yeah, run it through the center so like you can pull the cable back.
I'm really ready to commit to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
What's the point of having a sofa in the
like casting area and then like not using the sofa?
So I was reflecting on this the other day as just pondering life. When I first came to Singapore in 2017, this streaming setup wasn't yet here. It was like there was a sofa area and there was like a PlayStation set up.
Oh no, it was here.
Was it?
Yeah,
but the doors went in.
Yeah, the doors
went
were not,
in.
like closed.
Yeah.
So like, you could just like chill out at the back.
Yeah, it was really cool. I thought it was really cool. I really enjoyed that. You know,
we had a TV like on that side.
Yeah, I remember coming in one day for a draft and we played on your Switch.
Yeah,
you didn't know
1-2 Switch.
Yeah, you probably didn't know how it was then. It was just like the random. No, that's not true. There's only like 3 white guys, right?
No, I knew like.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's the guy who like plays draft every Friday. It must mean he's really lonely. Said the guy who also plays draft every Friday.
No, I don't have much to do with
yeah, like really committed to the. To
like
drafting on a.
Hey, come on in. Oh, come and join the casting couch.
Yeah.
This is literally the casting couch.
There's nothing.
Do you want a mic?
No, I'm good.
There's nothing that says magic like Etherval in a deck which has a steam vent and an island. Like the man's really committing to playing. I don't even know. He's playing some sort of Teema variation, right?
Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah, sure.
No, because my wife thinks I go to work on a Wednesday evening. No, I'm joking. She doesn't.
You know, it doesn't even watch.
No, that's true. She wouldn't even know how to. She wouldn't even know how to.
Yeah.
How would you know?
Like, what's this Twitch thing?
Yeah.
Is that like what happens when you like fall sick? So you get twitching.
Twitch is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, while we're watching Renkong play his red green Eldrazi deck, I'm Sylvan scrying for things. The concept of Twitch is so fantastical, right? Yeah. Just allowing people to play,
just to put
to put
content live
onto the internet.
Yeah, live, and then like
it's incredible.
Watch me do stuff.
Yeah, and interact. Like it's part of it is the interaction, right? You know, you have a chat. And then part of it's the community that you get from the chat.
Some of it don't, So I think the chat people like interact with themselves. Some people don't interact with the crowd. Like, you know those like Korean and Japanese guys who just have a camera.
Oh really?
And then like have a bowl of food.
Oh, the mukbang.
Yeah,
the mukbang.
And then they're laughing at the food and they're just eating. That's it.
Maybe
that's all they do.
Me eating Singaporean food.
That's boring.
So late to start.
Boring. You're not Korean, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not Korean.
You're not Korean. Like nobody's gonna subscribe to you.
Factually correct statement.
Nobody's gonna subscribe to your channel.
Overweight white guy eats Singaporean food. Oh god, show me something we haven't seen before. It's a Tuesday at the Hawker Market.
That's like there's a whole lot. There's some people outside like looking in. It's like, what are these two clowns doing?
We're sitting on the sofa holding microphones.
Like,
we're tangentially watching Magic.
Yeah, no, we're doing like lounge karaoke, KTV lounge. You know
there's no pool table, right?
Yeah.
There's no pool table.
No, there's no pool table in the KTV lounge.
There is in the $10 club in Chinatown. There is a pool table. If you haven't been there, you haven't lived. On a Friday night. Oh, the people who sing in those karaoke.
Cup?
Yeah.
Where?
In literally in the Chinatown Food Center. It's in there. It's like up on the second and third floor.
Oh, okay.
Someone from work took me there. I just
Right.
wouldn't
Is it
fancy
like one of those
myself, so-
shady places, or like one of those?
I
like,
mean, they're all
legit
shady,
places?
right? So
They're all either like.
I'm sure
legit
they all
or-
declare all of their income for tax purposes.
No. So they're all legit. It's just that they don't solicit.
Solicit what?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
They're not soliciting anything and whatever it is.
Solicit
right?
has an,
It just has
interesting-
a intrinsic.
Yeah, I think we
It
all-
has a connotation, but like
correct.
you know, it just means like, oh, I'm not offering you my services
No,
outright.
no. Yeah, and under under English law, there's a difference between solicitation and if we're talking about certain services. That's the line that one draws when it comes to legality.
Man.
So yeah,
Rintong just I want to set up Tron. Has he set up Tron yet?
it's got Tron. Tron's
Alright.
happened. So he looks like he's playing red green Eldrazi. So we've seen green Eldrazi, seen green black Eldrazi. Green red Eldrazi, that was a thing for about a month or two in Europe. They played like Eldrazi Obligator. The
The one
the-
that steals.
yeah,
your
active trees on a
opponent's stuff,
body.
Yeah,
played
that's
some lightning
okay.
bolts, did some things.
It's okay.
Whoa,
Like,
Eternal
whoa,
Witness.
E-Witness.
So much value.
Oh wow! Okay, so that's why Alfred is playing. He's playing like the Eternal Command.
So we're going to see a Primal Command.
Well, we can see like Primal
I love
Command
Primal Command.
and then like Cryptic Command. So like Cryptic Command, bounce your Eternal Witness, counter the spell,
Get it back, play Eternal
and
Witness,
then
get back
play.
Cryptic Command.
Yeah, exactly. So
The superior Command Witness combo is
is
put a land on top of your library.
Yeah.
Search your library for an Eternal Witness.
Plow. Okay, so it starts that chain starts off with plow under, and then
Oof.
that puts like the 3 lands on top of your
So
two
much
or
spice,
3 lands
so
on top of
much
your deck.
spice.
Yeah.
Rancon
That
playing
is-
World Breaker.
Oh wow. Okay.
Destroy
so
some lands.
I think I wouldn't destroy the lands so much. I would take away the Aetherval.
Yeah. It's weird.
Because he's gonna counter it anyway. You're gonna get it back anyway.
I
So
always find these decks a bit weird. You're
What?
playing Aetherval in this deck. You've already played Spell Pierce. You're playing like all these instants and sorceries.
But then you're playing Aetherval. But that's
Yeah.
That's the enabler.
No,
that,
I know it
that
is.
saves
I know
you
it
3
is.
mana.
I know,
and
I know it
instant
does.
speed.
I know it
Come on.
does. But by the same token, it's just
Can't we find
Why?
another way?
yeah. It's just at
Isn't
least in
there
humans.
another way?
In humans, you're committing to the Aetherval.
Well, we can't go like Isochron Scepter. Isochron Scepter with
Woo!
what's that? Noxious Revival, right?
all of these
that'll be
cards are modern.
fun.
All of those are cards are modern. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems strange.
Isn't Isochron
It's
Scepter
like the
anymore?
deck wants Aetherval on turn 1, or it literally does not want Aetherval.
Right.
That
Yeah,
is it. Whereas in the humans deck, they're playing like 39 or 35 creatures.
And it
At
doesn't
the
even
end-
play Aetherval.
Yeah, no, it does play Aetherval. The humans don't play
Some
Aetherval.
some don't.
But or the spirits deck. At least if you draw an Aetherval on turn 2, you can
It's
play
not
it and
so
be
bad,
yeah,
right?
because you're going to draw. The likelihood of drawing another one is bad, and then all of your other cards you draw are either lands or they're creatures,
Yeah.
and creatures are good, spells are bad. So it's a bit of a weird tension. I don't know if I like it.
It's strange, but like that's the only thing that enables you, right? Like
No, I know.
that, like you need to be able to cast you need to be able to get up to 7 mana on turn 4, and this is the only way that you're gonna get up to 7 mana on turn 4.
That is not true. You could play turn 1
Utopia
Arbor
Sprawl.
Elf.
Arbor
No,
Elf,
turn 2 Utopia
Utopia
Sprawl.
Sprawl
Turn
into
3 Nykthos.
live
Play
the dream.
Wistful Selkie. Do you know what that one does?
Live the
Wistful
dream,
Selkie,
man.
3 devotion to
Yeah.
green. All of a sudden I got 5 devotion. Play my Nykthos. 5 mana, Primal Command. Turn 4, all of the mana in the world. No,
Then you don't.
No, what you're supposed to do is play 10. Like you're supposed to play turn 2 Garruk.
Right,
Untap
and then
2
untap the
forests,
lands,
then
and
play a
they go 5
Utopia
mana.
Sprawl, then play. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh gosh. Right, so Cryptic Command here on the Sylvan
Scrying.
yeah.
Yeah, Renkong just needs to be doing this. Just play out your lands. Just every
Every turn,
play a threat every turn.
just
Make him
keep
have the Cryptic Command. He can't have all of them.
Yeah,
He's
now
gonna
with
run
the, with the Eternal Witness like stuck on the battlefield, like you can't chain it.
Yeah, not enough
indefinitely.
mana for Snapcaster Mage. He needs another island to Snapcaster Mage Cryptic Command.
You know one card that I would love to see people play? Sagu Mauler.
I know what it is. Don't worry.
You know, like that's from Khans, man.
Well, that's a 6/6 trample hexproof, right?
Yeah,
and it
that's
has
it.
morph.
And morph, that's it. 5 mana morph, you flip it up.
The problem is, it's like the only card in Modern with morph if you played it in a deck. So you're just like, oh, I wonder what that is.
You could just play the Sagu
You've got to commit
Mauler
to the morph deck, right? You play the
one that reduces morph cost. The one
what's
that
it called?
reduces the flip up morph cost.
Yeah, the one in a green enchantment. I can't remember what it's called.
if you flip it up, you look for land.
Secret
you draw a
Plans.
card.
Do you remember that one? Secret Plans.
There's one where you flip it up, you get a land from your deck. Then there's one where you flip it up, you draw a card or something.
Well, I mean, let's be serious, okay? Like, if you're gonna go that way, you've got to play all of the morph creatures. Abomination of Gadul. Do you remember that one?
Oh
the
gosh,
Sultai common one.
There are better morph creatures.
Oh
from the
no!
last
Yeah,
sets.
Pony Back Brigade. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
All of the common morph creatures that make you very uncomfortable once your opponent plays their 5th land, and you're like, oh, it could be any of them. I saw someone on the auction group was.
Yeah, we're not even gonna update this because it's too far away.
Well, someone on the auction group was selling a box of Khans of Tarkir for $150. Saying,
what?
I was like, oh, do I want to commit to that? Because that's a spicy purchase. You're like you either get the fetch lands or you get the draft.
The draft shaft.
No, but like the drafting Khans of Tarkir. Khans is like a good format to draft.
Right.
I remember I played quite a lot of Magic when Khans was coming out. I was playing like fairly regularly. That's like once a month for me.
That's
when I was
regular.
in the UK. Yeah, when I was in the UK.
That's in
yeah.
the UK, right?
Yeah, it's not here. It's hard, but you go to the like Friday after work. You go to the shop. It takes like 17 hours to do a draft because they're like, oh, we'll just wait for one person.
Oh, just wait for that one guy.
Like, please, like it takes me an hour and a half to get home. Like, can you not? But Can't Stuck Here was saying, I remember having a draft where I had like 12 tap lands. And I was just like, I just committed hard to that. I'll just take every morph creature I see and then I'll just play all of them. And then we'll just play all like
5 color
we'll play
right?
5 color morph, and then you like it's like because so
Guess
there was
what
attention.
This one is.
So the Khan's like limited format was once you get to 5 mana, you don't block because it could be
it could
like
be
5 was like the magic number for the common morphs, right?
So
if they have an uncommon or rare morph, you're like, well, yeah, I got blown out. I don't really care, right? Like such is life. Oh, they have one of the uncommon ones that have the reveal a card. So the Dragon Eye Serpent or the Ruthless Ripper.
And then like that will like totally blow you up.
Yeah. So you commit to it, like they got me with an uncommon, right? But you don't see all of those. The common ones,
it's like
the common 3 color ones,
you
like
forget.
5, on the play, you're like, all right, I'm gonna play 5th mana, and then you attack with your morphs, and you just go, oh no.
Which one do I block?
Because people are like, they play a morph on turn 3, a morph on turn 4, 5th land, and you go, did they play their good morph first, or did they play their bad morph first? And did they play their good morph second, or are they holding their good morph in their hand to play it after I've committed to blocking with my morph? But I can't unmorph it because I've only got 4 mana and 3 of it's tapped. Like there's a real like level tension game in the Khan.
That's the thing. Like you put all your creatures like behind like one morph, right?
Yeah.
Trying to block. It's like
no. You can't. You're not allowed to. And they had the thing right where you can't change. You have to say. You always have to say that this was morph 1, this is morph 2, and then they level you when they just attack, and you go trade, and they put in the morph that they can't even cast in their deck. They're playing a Jeskai deck, and they put in the black card, and they've just been like, I just needed a 2/2 for 3. I needed a 2/2 for 3, and you just feel so bad. And you're like, oh, I traded a real card for literally a blank cut piece of paper. Yeah, those are the days. So I saw that in the auction group, and I was like, "Oh, do I want to?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
We just bought. Like me and my cousin came back from Japan, and we bought like boxes of Khans. I think he bought Khans, and then I bought.
But are they
dragons.
in Nihongo or are they in English?
No, they're in Japanese.
Well,
so I had a real fun time like opening.
You opened?
I just opened it.
Why?
I didn't care.
Why didn't you call me?
I didn't care.
Why didn't you call me?
No, I had dragons. So
Dragons is whatever, right? You just open Dragon. All the Dragon Lords are good.
Dragon Lord.
Like the commands are like obviously very good.
I missed out on the commands, but I got like a collected company and like
collected company.
So I had a fun time like going through the packs. and then trying to figure out like, oh, what did this card do again? And then like we'll go through. Oh, that was fun to do.
Yeah, it's oh man, if you had a box of Japanese cards stuck here lying around, I'd be like, draft question mark.
Oh,
I got a real advantage here.
I'll
Advantage.
I'll go Gogland, but like it's in Japanese. But yeah, you can read Japanese. Yeah, exactly. what does it matter?
It doesn't. Yeah, I just.
We found a shop. So like we found a shop near our Airbnb. And in fact, we found a few shops that were like wholesale shops, and they will sell us at wholesale prices. So we got it for like less than $100 I think.
Wow, that's
for
insane.
Like for
where was
for
this?
both boxes.
For those who are now planning to Japan to
it
go?
was in Tokyo on the
Big place.
Oh, where is it? The old line, the Uedo line. It's at the very back of the Uedo line. I forget what's the station called.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, the second last station from Akatsuka.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, so it's so I think about this a lot. Right, they're selling Khan's box for basically
cheap,
under something.
Yeah.
But when I think about like a shop, it's all about being able to move stock, right? You have to have inventory turnover.
Yeah, you
like
don't want to have
like they must have had those Khan's boxes for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Like the value of them.
No, but they don't have a lot.
It's nothing, right? No, I know it's not a lot, right? But it's not nothing. And this money they paid 4 years ago that they
exactly.
Increasingly by the day never getting back. I probably would have said I'll take all of them.
No, there weren't a lot.
No.
Typically of that, like we were trying to look for like the older sets.
Yeah.
And so there was well there wasn't any low win, but there was the even before that there was like Theros and Dragon's Mace and stuff like that. And then we looked at it, it's like, yeah, Dragon's Mace is like worth $20 or something like that before that one. Dragon's
Maze is literally like I would use it if I was cold and I needed to start fire. It's worth nothing.
If I needed like paperweight.
Yeah. It's like it's on my desk. No, it's like the things that my children build forts with. Like if they need some building material, like boxes of dragons, because like the only valuable card, Voice of Resurgence, right?
And even Voice of Resurgence got reprinted, and now it's like $20.
And then Shocklands, you get one in 9 Shocklands in the land spot, so you get like a couple of Shocklands.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
12,
1 in 12, yeah.
So you get 3 per box.
No, in Dragon's Maze, I think you get like 1.5 per box.
Brilliant. So you're getting 1.5 per box, and they've just been reprinted. Although Shockland's quite expensive.
Still,
I'm surprised.
Still
I'm like genuinely surprised they're still expensive. I was expecting them to already be like $4.
No,
and then at that point, I'll just come in with
just
like $50 bill and buy all of them.
I want all of them in a double, a second playset of the other one.
Yeah, of course, right? It's
that was a fantastic time to like be trading Shocklands, right? So if you open one that you don't want, like it's a fantastic time to like trade them off because they're about the same value.
Don't trade.
And
no, I know.
Yeah, they're about the same value, but like honestly speaking, at the end of the day, only a few Shocklands like they will go back up in price, right? We will stop opening.
No, they didn't go back up in price for 6 years after Return to Ravnica.
We won't be opening any GRM packs for quite a while, unless of course
No, but I'm saying that after Return to Ravnica, they didn't go up for 6 years in price. It took 6 years for them to go up in price.
No, they did.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
It didn't go back to. It didn't go back to.
Obviously, no, because the demand, the supply was so high. But they didn't go back.
Of course, honestly, it didn't go back.
No, but they didn't go up in price. If you look at the Shockland price, they stagnated for a long period of time. Yeah. And a lot of people who played in Return to Ravnica are still playing, right? And they probably already have a set. Although to be honest, I have one of each.
I have like play sets of some of the Shocklands.
I think the art on these ones are much better. I think the art on these ones are much better. I think the art on these ones are better than the ones in Return to Ravnica, and they're much better than the ones in Original Ravnica. The
original ones. No, I like a few of the original ones. I like Halo Fountain. I like Rob Alexander is like is a pretty.
Ones I could say that are in my debate for being better than Return to Ravnica ones are Hallowed Fountain, Godless Chapel,
Godless Shrine,
Godless Shrine, Isolated Chapel as well.
I like Godless Shrine from
Godless Shrine, Oh, the Goddess Shrine from Guild Pact is like the insane stained glass.
Yeah,
That's the thing,
exactly.
right?
You
It's so
see,
good.
that's,
Yeah,
that's so good.
But even like, and then maybe original Sacred Foundry. Although I like because the new Sacred Foundry is just like an anvil, or the one from Return to Ravnica is just like an anvil.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
But
lame.
the new Sacred Foundry looks really good. The new Steam vents neither look steamy nor venty.
But it looks cool. It's got like
Does-
lightning bolts everywhere.
It's the thing is like one of the at Guild Gates is like a better art for Steam vents.
I
There's
thought
like
it was
a-
just it's a different view of the exact
maybe,
same
maybe,
thing.
maybe.
Maybe they forgot to like hire somebody, or they did hire like all the artists, right? And but then they gave out the exact same like
Yeah.
card art. This thing, you know, so
Yeah.
so you're drawing like is that Gilgate? You're drawing is that Gilgate? And they were supposed to assign like one guy like the Steam vents, but then they forgot like okay, you're drawing is that Gilgate too? Yeah, somebody definitely screwed up in WotC.
And there you go. Alfred Wong extends the hand. Can't
Yeah.
beat an Ulamog.
Can't beat
with
an
an
Ulamog. I mean,
Oblivion
like,
Stone, no
it's-
one can really.
Yeah, we haven't like talked about the game at all.
It was
But it's
interesting.
gonna be so difficult for
Cards were played. Magic
Yeah.
happened.
it's so difficult for Alfred to win because like all Rentong has to do is just lay lands, right?
I know,
Lay
it's
lands
awful,
and
isn't
then
it?
cast stuff that actually like massively wrecks your opponent's plans.
I don't know. Tron's seen a bit of a downturn in modern.
I think people get bored, right? You
I think there is a part like I don't know.
It'll
It's
come
just
back.
like this deck where you're just like, oh, have I
No,
got it?
yeah.
Oh, I don't. Okay, well I've lost, or have I got
Oh.
it? Yeah. I guess people want to play. Maybe they want to play stuff that's more interesting. I don't know.
it's also like this is regular REL, everybody
Yeah.
like chilling, playing.
If I could afford any deck in modern, I would build Tron.
You will build Tron.
100%.
Why?
Because I think it's really good, and I really like.
It's very stable.
I think I
it's-
would build Tron, and I think I would also buy 4 Chalice of the Voids because in this hypothetical scenario, I can just do whatever I want. In fact, why would I even do that? I would just.
I'll play like
Well, exactly right. Just go and get some power. It's a silly situation. But
Yeah.
if I had to have one more, deck, I would build Tron. I think. I think it's consistent. I think it's good. I think it does.
It's
It just does stuff.
consistent.
It just does stuff that no one else can handle.
Mm.
Like they answer your car and you're like, well, I've got an Ulamog. Oops. And then I've got an Ugin. World Breaker's really good because you can just recur it and you have so much mana.
And people say like, oh, you just got lucky, you Tron in hand, but that applies to like every other deck, right?
Yeah,
like,
what
you get
happens if I
lucky. You
draw
got, like,
2 lands and 5 burn spells as in the Goblin Guide? Well, I got lucky.
I got lucky. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody has that same luck.
Yeah.
So sometimes you like flood out. That's okay. Like if you had a better hand than Tron, like if you had a better draw than Tron, it's okay.
It's like you're
That's-
playing
you
modern.
deserve to win.
Like you're gonna get these silly. Like the whole point of playing modern is to have stupid hands like that where you can't lose. That's the whole point. Why you play? Go if you want to play fair Magic, go play standard, bro.
It's like
Yeah.
your
Go play with-
opponent. You are going to be playing games where your opponent has nothing left on their board except lands, right? And you've just gone like 0 to 20. in a or 20 has reduced their life total from 20 to 0, and they couldn't do anything. And at the same time, you're gonna have hands where the exact opposite has happened. Like you played like 2 lands and then you died. So, I guess that's the reason why people play Tron, right? It's consistent. It's variance. It lends itself to variance, but the same variance as everyone else. I get a good hand, I play good cards. Like I got a bad hand, I play bad cards. So that's what
yeah,
happens.
I think
Yeah. All right.
cool.
We are gonna end the night. Thanks for joining us the entire time. Of course, this last like half an hour. It's been fun. We should do this more often.
from the sofa more often.
Yeah. I'll find a way to like project the screen onto the bigger screen so that we can see like, it better. All right, we will be back this Sunday for our PPTQ. But before we go, just want to remind you, you can join us on the stream Wednesdays 8 p.m. Singapore time, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames. You can also join us on youtube.com/GreyOgreGames if you want to catch all the replays. And if you want to find out more about the invitationals, GreyOgreGames.com. That's Grey with an E. And last but not least, if you like and see, like what you see and hear, head on down to our social media pages and do support us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media stuff. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. It actually helps the channel. All right. For myself and James, we're signing out. See you guys this Sunday. Bye bye.